We are live, it says. So hopefully the signal is good and everything is all right. Checking out the door. Hi Twitch, hi YouTube. It's good that we all together on stream. I saw that we have some extra subscribers for my trash YouTube channel and maybe for Twitch as well, I don't know. And yeah, we're gonna start today's stream dedicated mostly for a Ukrainian topic. After all, it's trash channel. We can speak about lots of the stuff as well, but the main topic for today is Ukraine, because it's the Independence Day, 34 years since Ukraine gained the independence. Teaser 3 hi, Fruit Kartoffeln hi, Betsy hi, Ben hi. Hi to every one of you guys. Parerik, hi. Trash talk, haha, yeah. It's not a trash talk, but it's trash channel. Like trash, it means without any sort of the topic. Sound is good. Thank you, Betsy. So today we celebrate, the Independence Day. And I want to tell how I feel it. There are many countries in the world which gained their independence just like that, they had colonial past. There was some sort of the resistance, but there was not like full-scale actual fight against occupiers. And there are just few of the countries, like for example Ukraine, which were fighting for its independence for centuries. Since Bogdan Khmelnytsky time, then Ukraine was occupied and sold to Russia. Ukrainian Cossacks were absolutely cancelled by Catherine the Great. Since that time, Ukraine is fighting with current enemy, century after century. And that's why it's so precious, guys. I never thought that Ukrainian independence would mean that much. Ukrainian flag, Ukrainian identity. Several years ago, no one even knew about Ukraine, right? Just an ex-Soviet republic. Yeah, it's big country, biggest one in Europe. Like if we speak about the full country in European part. Yeah, Russian European part is big, but Russia is also in Asia. But solo countries like Ukraine is the biggest one. But it's mostly famous of agriculture, right? Good lands, good everything. But in the Soviet time, it was also famous of technology, and technology continued to evolve even during the independence. It was hard actually for Ukraine. Then independence was gained in 1991. There was crisis. There was crisis in every ex-Soviet republic. And what is happening now? It's like the real fight for independence. I think even before this full-scale war, many of Ukrainians would identify themselves as, ex-Soviet people, Russian-speaking, very close to Russians. Some could identify themselves as Russians, especially those who came from Russia during the Soviet times. But now not any longer. Everything is different. Russia actually did everything for Ukraine to gain its own identity. The bad thing that identity is coming with this war, After all, people are dying, it's not good. But I think Ukraine will handle it over and will continue to be a sovereign state. Especially right now, it's important because I think that after all, with this war, some of the democratic institutions in Ukraine are not working. I understand about this stupid forced mobilization. Then people are just dragged for the war. It's not good. But there are way more people who, after they receive the notice, they go voluntarily, okay? So they receive the notice to go to army, they go. In 90% of the cases, it's like this. For 10%, yeah, you see those kind of the terrible videos, how TCK, so Ukrainian conscription service, they grab everyone. It's not good, I don't like it. But it's the reality of the war. Then some of the democratic institutions, they're not working. The same was, by the way, for the United States during the Vietnam War, yeah? The forced mobilization. Second World War was as well, yeah? So forced mobilization of people. And I think, yeah, it's not really an excuse for the current government to provide those measures, but it is like for every country. I wonder why for the United States it was the forced mobilization in Vietnam, because it wasn't like the existential war, really. For Ukraine, it is existential war. But then, for the United States, it wasn't in Vietnam. I think it was a big mistake to go to Vietnam, because after all, there were, so-called negotiations in which democratic Vietnam lost. So I always afraid of this scenario. But with Ukraine, it's different stuff. I understand that Vietnam scenario is not possible. Now our guys are out there fighting, really. So it's not just the Independence Day of Ukraine. It's the Independence Day of democracy. And our country now represents the democratic world. With Donald Trump in power, who doesn't care whether it's Ukraine, Russia, and he likes Russia more, like Putin more, because it's power, good old times, that power only matters. He says, why Ukraine is defending itself? It's impossible to win, he says. Obey, and the war is over, yeah? But he doesn't understand that Russia this time Russia will go full in against Ukrainian culture, against Ukrainian people. They cancel Ukrainian language even, lessons on occupied territories. In Mariupol, in Melitopol, they grow up children as Russians, and they're gonna use them in their further wars. Those children, Ukrainian children, actually. They kidnap Ukrainian children as well. That's why Putin is actually a war criminal, because he has the warrant for kidnapping children. He's a war criminal for many more stuff, as we understand, but they try to issue the warrant just for that right now. But for Donny, everything is fine. Putin is his fella, his friend. He has his picture in the table, showing to the press proudly. The world turns to nonsense. The country which was a democratic, originate these democratic institutions, democracy as we know it, it turns to something else. Slowly, but it goes to dictatorship. You know what country I mean. I already told you. It's not good. It's not good. And today, he has his picture with Putin. Tomorrow, he might think that Putin is his worst enemy. So why not to nuke Russia or something? So actually, Donald Trump, even though he says that I'm doing everything to avoid the Third World War, but no, he's getting closer to it. It's like Soviet Union and Germany, yeah? Two dictatorships like that, they cannot live together. Too many differences. That's the same, yeah, could be. But I hope, and I'm sure actually, that the United States will not turn to dictatorship, because first of all, Donny is old. Secondary, democratic institutions, after all, in the United States of America are strong. So people will not let it happen in general. And unpopular rating of Donald Trump shows that people are not okay with that stuff. And Ukraine plays the great role. You see, journalists, they ask Donald Trump every time, what's about Ukraine? Ukraine. What's about Epstein files? Come on. in his last conference in the White House Oval Office, he was like, he tried to speak just about football, but he was asked those uncomfortable questions. I will finish this war in 24 hours. Today there was the interview of J.D. Vance. He says that if the war is over in next half a year, it would be a good result. But today let's just talk about what we want to talk, guys. It's a great day, actually. 34th day of Ukrainian independence. Just want to show you some of the archive pictures. Maybe I'm gonna lower myself here.
Today's session of the Supreme Soviet had been called by the leaders of last week's coup. Mr. Gorbachev promised that after a new Union treaty was signed, there'd be immediate negotiations with republics which want independence. But the Union is now breaking up without him. This pro-independence rally in the Ukraine was just another example of the mood of separatism sweeping the nation. Local officials in the capital, Kiev, stormed the Communist Party headquarters, requisitioning documents and sealing offices. Party activity has been suspended. Mr. Gorbachev now seems unable to prevent that collapse. His Union treaty is looking increasingly irrelevant, most republics opting for direct agreements free of central control.
Sometimes in a place like the Ukraine, you have to remind yourself that this is the age of Gorbachev, and not Brezhnev or even Stalin. The other day, they buried the man who ran this republic for 17 years until last autumn. Vladimir Shabitsky was ruthless, dogmatic. He once said the only way to govern was with an iron fist. There is an opposition here. It's called RUK, the nationalist movement. Their way of remembering Shabitsky was to demonstrate outside the old KGB headquarters in Kiev and recall the millions who died here under Stalin. For these people, Gorbachev's been no savior. This man, for example, claimed two relatives had been murdered by the KGB in the early days of Gorbachev's perestroika. On the edge of the crowd, an election candidate, running for the new parliament as a nationalist and as a prisoner of conscience.
Are you going to be fighting for independence?
I think so, because it is the decision of all the Ukrainian people. Not only Ukrainian nations, but every peoples who are living here.
The Ukraine is the breadbasket of the Soviet Union. Today, though, bread is one of the few staples in abundant supply. There isn't enough grain to feed cattle. They often have to ration milk. Meat is scarce. Some have shown they will not put up with it. The miners of the Ukraine, for example. Since their strikes last year, they've removed their Communist Party bosses. In the mining capital of Donetsk, a mass demonstration a few weeks ago was enough to bring the party leadership down. The party is not yet in retreat. And one reason is that the nationalists of RUK have fought this campaign like the novices they are. Just a few months old, RUK is a hodgepodge of different factions. There are people who want an independent state now. Those who make nuclear power stations like Chernobyl their priority. There are dissidents who demand a Western-style rule of law. And the religious, mainly the Jews and Catholics. RUK is a marriage of convenience, and even at their own rallies they argue among themselves. The issue here then, unlike the Baltics, is not a nationalist victory, but what the MPs will do once elected to Parliament. It was Lenin who said all power to the Soviets. Now Mr. Gorbachev's doing the same. The danger is that these new Soviets will be talking shops and little more.
So yeah, this is 1990, 1 year before Ukraine gained independence, and you see the mood, yeah, in Ukraine.
Today's session of
And I want to find out in Верховная Rada flag. Maybe it's gonna be.
On August 24th, an anxious silence fell over the sea of Ukrainians who came to witness as the parliament deliberated the future of Ukraine and the Soviet Union.
Територія Республіки України є цілісна і недоторкана. Віднині на території України мають чинність виключно Конституція і закони України, а Конституція і закони СРСР не діють. Цей акт набирає чинності з моменту його ухвалення.
They were simple words, barely enough to fill one page, but they composed Ukraine's act of independence and carried the power to shatter the Soviet Union. It was put to a vote. These were the most suspenseful 10 seconds for Ukraine. For its people, for Gorbachev, for Yeltsin.
За 346 приймається.
The results were a landslide victory with 346 for independence, 1 against, and this time only 16 abstentions.
So actually, Ukraine was it was one of those republics in the Soviet Union which initiated the collapse of the Soviet Union itself. So first, Baltic countries. There was the cut of the USSR influence in Germany, in in Eastern Europe as total. Then Baltic countries, they also have their own rights and they proclaim independence. And Ukraine was the country which fought for its independence back then. Fought not physically like it does right now, but people protested. There were numerous, like KGB, they, as you understood, they went against the protesters and imprisoned many, also killed some people. But finally, Ukraine proclaimed its independence, and it was the real start of the collapse of the Soviet, not the start, it was the final point, let's say, of the collapse. There is no alternative than to collapse the Soviet Union. And Ukraine, I'm actually proud that Ukraine played a great role here. I'm just gonna go to the comments. What is Putin doing with Mariupol? The same what he's doing with other occupied territories. Basically nothing. They built some of the homes or rebuilt just for picture, PR campaign, and that's it. The quality of the old days, it's old picture. Good people actions become of this harmful for the common sense. Wonder how long it takes to produce the Flamingo. They say 1 missile per day for now. The plan is 7 missiles per day. Do you get problems with KGB in the past? Did you get, maybe? Me personally, no. But who got, me personally, no. I think my relatives, they didn't got any problems because my grandpa, my father's grandpa and grandma, they live not in Ukraine. And my mother's grandpa, he was communist. He worked for military. Ukraine is if we speak about the current country, Ukraine, it is 34 years old. But if we speak about Ukraine as the nation, yeah, it's very old. Ukrainian borscht. Yeah, Red Valley, thank you so much. And yeah, borscht is awesome. So for now, Ukraine is like this state which really secures Europe. Otherwise, Russia would go to other states. Like for example, yeah, we have the map. So for sure, with Russian military drills going to happen in Belarus this autumn, next month, it is kind of concerning. They will happen like somewhere, I think, in this direction, not far away from Lida. Well, Belarus say that they will keep several kilometers away, like several dozen kilometers away from border with Poland and Lithuania, as well as they will not get closer to Ukrainian border. They also announced that they're going to reduce the number of troops, but the same things they were saying, sadly, in 2022. Then they attacked Ukraine. So we're going to reduce number of the forces. And I think in one of the streams we already discovered that Russia is willing to send potentially huge amount of the forces, up to 100,000 troops. Just imagine 100,000 troops and the combined armies of the Baltic states. It's like uncomparable. And geographically, as I continue to say, Baltic countries are very vulnerable because they might be cut through the Suwalki corridor quite easily. At the same time, there is going to be the military exercise in the Baltic countries. Several of the NATO countries outside, I think Germany, will be involved in that. But still, like, they don't have huge contingent, like huge number of the forces here. What is interesting that this Gotland, or how to call it properly in English, island, there was the blackout yesterday. Cable disconnect, they say, but what is disconnect? Yeah, it's like someone disconnected the cable from the socket, but why? So the power supplies from the mainland of Sweden didn't go. And also there were disturbances with internet, with everything. So maybe Russia wants to isolate this unsinkable air carrier of Sweden, which is now NATO, yeah? So they want to provide their own influence in the Baltic Sea using their navy to start maybe even blockade of Baltic countries. It's like one of the scenarios. We have to say about it because Russia is definitely a threat, especially if you listen to Putin and what he says. A couple of days ago, he went to nuclear research center in Surop. Yeah, the name of the Surop, I think, the name of the town, where Soviets designed and tested the first nuclear bomb. So he was speaking about, like, we have enemies, we are self-sustained, yeah, we have some friendly states, but they're our enemies, and we're gonna achieve our military action, like our military result in Ukraine. He was saying, like, okay, NATO partners, they help Ukraine to evolve using new weapons, but we always have our weapons, which is better. And we see how they, for example, design anti-drone warfare, but we came out with our new solutions for the drone. And he was so excited about speaking about weapons, missiles, drones, and everything. Like, his eyes were shining. Then he was speaking about it. Then someone asks him about economy. He's like, "Oh, economy, yeah, like we have a good economy," but he's not really enthusiastic about it. What he is willing to say, mostly in every sort of the interview dedicated to any sort of the topic, is how mighty Russian army is and how they're winning in Ukraine, and how they're gonna conquer their enemies. Judging on this psychotype of Putin, it is understandable that they're not going to finish the war in Ukraine nearby soon. It's understandable. And what Donald Trump thinks, he's just delusional, you know. In the latest Donald Trump's interview with this football guy from FIFA, I understood that Donald Trump mind, I think he has problem with psycho problems with his mind, and perceiving and understanding the information, logic of it. He has some sort of the setting in his head. Russia is strong, Putin is my fella, Ukraine should surrender, and it's almost impossible to change it, especially at this age. So yeah, he speaks the same language, the same phrases. 2 weeks. It's just one of the symptoms. There are lots of the other stuff. If I were a president of the United States, it wouldn't be happening. Like, I stopped the wars. Like 1 week ago, he said, I stopped 7 wars. On the latest conference, he said, I stopped 10 wars. Where are those 3 wars like coming from? And how he stopped it? I don't know. Like, it's total circus. It's I think that now in the United States, it is even more circus happening than in Russia. Absolutely. Like in Russia, maybe it's the same circus or even worse, but we don't see it because it's kind of the close environment. All of their interviews are planned. All of the questions from the journalists, they're prepared. So it looks like more or less solid, logical, yeah? Just Putin, psycho, he's also psycho, same as Trump, just maybe more psycho because he's using the military action against other countries. So just he may say something circus-like, for example, движуха, which means action. Yeah, we need action. I want action. That's what he needs. He needs action. He's bored. He was bored during the COVID crisis. He surrounded himself with the people like him, and they decided, okay, let's try something interesting. Let's start the war in Ukraine. Let's restore the Soviet Union. Yeah, he was always like that. But especially he became crazy about this idea during the COVID crisis. Then he was surrounded by Patrushev, maybe Naryshkin also went there. And Shoigu was loyal, and he's still kind of loyal to Putin. He's just not competent. That's why Putin dismissed him. Because people didn't like Shoigu. They start to tell after Prigozhin's coup, they start to blame Shoigu for Prigozhin's death, but it was Putin. So yeah, it was interesting situation. So I want to tell here, guys, that Ukraine is now very important. Like, it's important from military perspective as security guarantee, real security guarantee for Europe, because if Russia becomes less busy in Ukraine, it might attack NATO countries, and believe me, Putin would try to do it, because fifth article, it actually doesn't guarantee the military intervention, the military action from allies. Yeah, so it says every ally should provide support. It doesn't specify that, okay, every ally should deploy their full-scale forces to protect, for example, Estonia. Do you think that Spain will do it? Spain will send their forces to Estonia, or United States now with Donald Trump, UK? No, it will not happen. Russia will occupy those states, and mostly, like maybe Poland, but you see Poland afraid to shut down even drones flying over its own territory. And there was the statement from Polish authorities, okay, we're gonna come out with decision how to respond on the Russian drone attack, because Russian drone accidentally landed on our territory. But so far I don't see any sort of the response. It's not the first time happening. So do you think that they will protect those 3 countries? Or maybe 1 country, if Russia attacks Estonia? I don't think so. And if they try to send some military support like weapons and everything, Russia will just block Suwalki corridor. And how can you send weapons there? Navy, Russia has its own navy here. Do you really want nuclear confrontation with nuclear country like Russia? Putin may try to use even tactical nuke in this case to really threaten everyone. And those bureaucrats elsewhere in Europe, they're like, oh, they're so weak, guys. They're stupid, weak bureaucrats. For decades, they were milking Russian oil and gas for a few pennies they paid, and they grown up, actually, helped to grow up this monster in Moscow, yeah, Putin and his regime. It grown up from those money, from European Union, from United States, from other countries, third countries, like, for example, now China and India. Well, China ideologically supports Russia, but India, they just want profit. They just use low oil prices from Russia to expand their economy. But in general, like weak Europe, it's the big problem. I see some of the changes, but those are not dramatic. And those changes should have been done long time ago. Only now that Donald Trump got into power, Europe opened the eyes. Oh my God, now we have Trump, so if Russia attacks, United States will not secure us. Yeah, it's the opening. Donald Trump will not secure Europe, absolutely. Even if Russia attacks Poland, attacks Romania, and all of the other countries here, Donald Trump will not do it, will not interfere. Maybe with some of the weapon support, but with military intervention, no. So I would say NATO guarantees are no longer NATO guarantees. Even if Ukraine was the NATO member, it wouldn't change much now, as I see it, guys. That's the harsh reality. And the big problem also for our democracies in military confrontation, let's say, with Russia, that Russia doesn't have the volume. The volume of the human life in Russia is below zero, like it's nothing. It's worse than a dog, how they behave with their soldiers. And they don't care. They may throw midwaves. You know those... I'll try to find it. Maybe... propaganda pro... placard. I think it's like this. There is the famous like propaganda placard. USSR. Like it shows. Yeah, I think I will not find it here. Yeah, from the Soviet Union it's like this, but from Nazi Germany they showed Russians as those vankas, you know, uneducated, stupid people, drunk people who are coming to Europe, yeah? It's then Soviet Union started counterattack, and okay, we'll not see it. I don't know how to find it here, but anyways. So they showed Soviet Union as some sort of the like Soviet warrior, let's say, as uneducated guy, drunk, barbarian who takes European countries one by one together with Germany, so unite against this threat. But something is truth in this propaganda, right? So yeah, I'm not saying that all the Russians are stupid and uneducated, but in general, the Russian army, judging on what we see, how it behaves towards own soldiers, in what conditions they keep those soldiers, and how they, from what they're taking those soldiers, like really ex-prisoners, drug addicted, alcoholics in their army. The thing is, they grab everyone to army, force them to sign the contracts, and like it's not the massive mobilization as in Ukraine, but still the conscription soldiers, they ask also to join the contract army of the Russian Federation, and 30% of them join, and that's the huge number, roughly 100,000 per year. No, sorry, 75, 80,000, but still close to 100. And they attack using those midwaves, those vankas, those alcoholics, those forces. They get more ground. It's their tactics. And how, like, is this tactics possible in Germany, for example? Then according to the poll, not many Germans really want to defend their country. Not many, no. Way less than in Ukraine. Way less, yeah. In every kind of the European country, people don't want really to fight, according to the polls. That's the volume of the human life. It is good. Democracy is good. The volume of the human life is good. But then we have those countries, and as Russia, they may pure their forces, their infantry with Kalashnikovs at any time. So Russia, actually, at any time may announce a huge mobilization for 2 million soldiers. And what would you do with them? Like, how? It's impossible to stop them under current conditions. Absolutely. Yeah, it's unpopular step, and they may turn, like, the only way out is they may turn against Moscow's regime, as it was in 1917, but still it's the huge risk for everyone, yeah? And Putin may do it if it was up to his ruling, if he is up to lose his power in Russia or his life, he may do absolutely everything under this threat to lose the power. The same goes for North Korea. How can you, like, tell Germans, like, for example, yeah, or UK guys from UK, go to South Korea to fight against North Korea. Let's say 30,000 of you will go and die. Like, or maybe 30,000 will go, 1,000 or 2,000 die. It would be a huge tragedy in Germany, in the UK, even in Ukraine it would be a huge tragedy. But for North Koreans, like, yeah, there was the video how Kim Jong-un cried a little, but it's just propaganda to unite people against with this sorrow. And they show just maybe 100 photos of the fallen soldiers, but in fact there are thousands. So that's the plus of the dictatorship. They can dictate, like UK, yeah? UK was really a badass country before, conquering the world. Their navy, their soldiers were the most outrageous, the most, how to say it, barbarian also in a way, like every empire soldiers, yeah? But now, no, not even close. So this is the old empire in Russia, Moscow's empire. And as the destiny of every empire, it will be reformed, shrinked, and kaputted. It's just a matter of time. But for this time, Ukraine should secure itself, defend itself, and it is only possible with the support from you guys, from European countries, from United States of America, from Australia, Japan, South Korea, everyone. Normal countries should support Ukraine. Otherwise, it's going to be a mess. First of all, in Europe, and the signs are not good, I would say, in general, for perspective, judging on the Russians, Putin's rhetorics. And now, I'm going to go to comments because I speak too much, maybe. Maybe you agree with me, maybe not. Let's read out what you think. In Germany, so many people are brainwashed, and they think it's Russia will not attack NATO. Russia will do it. Russia may do it, and I think it will. Judging on how many forces they have in reserve, they may do it. They may try. Ukraine is currently the best and the most experienced army with the highest tech in the world. Yeah. So Ukraine is like this shield, you know. That's why it's important. That's why there are leaders coming to Ukraine very often and also today, sharing the support with Ukraine, because they also take care about this world, like not to go into the third world war or something. Tell me something funny about Kadyrov. Is he still dying or back on TikTok? Okay. I think I can find his TikTok channel even, or Telegram. Can I find it? I wonder if I can search it online. Oh, yeah, I can search it. Oh, no, I can't. Why? It's kind of hard to check out. I don't know how can I maybe I can use my phone to find it. Just a moment. Because he has his own like Telegram channel. So maybe I can find him. Why it has Putin? It has 2 million subscribers. Oh my god. Okay, I joined it. This is his Telegram.
За заслуги в укреплении института семьи, достойное воспитание детей, вклад в развитие лучших семейных традиций чеченской культуры.
I don't know who is this, but she was awarded with a honor for something. Magomed Davydov gave this honor. So here we don't see Kadyrov. Oh, here's Kadyrov.
Сегодня мы отмечаем 74-ю годовщину со дня рождения первого президента Чеченской Республики, героя России Ахмада Хаджи Кадырова, который стал для нас символом мира и стабильности. За всю нашу историю никто не интересовал.
He is okay, I think. Well, he is not okay in general, like something is wrong, but at least like for the last few videos that I've seen from the different channels, he looks better, and he is like speaking to the public now openly. Some fight with Russian and Chechen, I think, yeah. Rus. And this is also Rus, maybe, but they do not specify. Yeah, it's Chechen, of course, if we see it's on a Chechen.
Полумесяц и сотни сиду.
Oh, so many buses. It's the new public transport they have. Oh, he's also there. So yeah, he's not like escaping. Like he was escaping the camera for several months before, he lost the weight, but now maybe after we mentioned, not we but everyone mentioned about his state, he decides to show that he is not dying. This picture looks like he died. He says about humanitarian program or something. Oh, TikTok army. Ahmad won. And they're in Chechnya, yeah? What this guy is doing? Just look at those. And do they have the marking of Ukrainian army or what? Yeah? They have the Ukrainian marking here. I will just leave. Yeah, you see? Maybe they fight for Ukraine or what? This is hilarious. Really, they have those stripes, yeah, which Ukrainian army is using. What this guy is doing? Fucking ants! I gotta kill him. Kill them all. Oh, Denys, how is the topic of incredible environmental damage being discussed in the Ukrainian public? If it's currently being discussed, no, it's not being really discussed. Like, I do not hear about it. Yeah, of course, every war brings environmental damage, especially then they blasted dam, you know, in the south. Blasted ground with machine. It's better than Rambo.
Звание Героя Российской Федерации присвоено Чалаеву Замиду Алиевичу.
They say that in Russian, they already say that they ranked someone as the hero of Russian Federation. Oh, now they have white stripes here. Fire, fire. Ah! So, UAA SWAT Challenge 2022. This is the hell old video, old picture. Why do they post it right now? UAE SWAT Challenge. Chechnya is like this mafia state, you know, with Kadyrov's family in control. That's it. They have all of the fame, all of the money, all of the power. The rest are just... Actually, Chechen Republic is one of the poorest out there in Russia. How many medals they have? So many medals, like this guy, yeah? They really like medals. Oh, they also published videos from the front lines, but I cannot share it right now on this channel. Oh, TikTok army, let's go. Do they attack on motorcycles?
What?
Okay, nothing is understandable here. Medals. My precious medals. Where is it happening? Yeah, the video quality is bad because it's Telegram after all. General came and told them how to fight, yeah. This is old one. What's this? Car festival? I'm checking out. Oh no, it's like operation somewhere. Mavic drone. It's interesting because like for the first time I subscribed for the channel to check it out. Oh, Adam Kadyrov, the guy who likes medals the most. He cannot even speak normally, even in Chechen. He's like lazy than even to speak. What is happening here? No one knows what is happening. Oh yeah, the good news about this cruise aviation bomb missile, whatsoever, how you call it, yeah? It's called a RAM. Extended range aviation munition. Actually, this missile bomb was developed just for the last few years. Then it was understandable that it is needed. Then show us the territory of Ukraine. I show you every time in my videos. They took mafia thugs, yeah. Oh yeah, there was the interview of JD Vance. I don't want to really speak about it. I forgot the name of the guy. He appears to have some of the influence. Lviv is not Polish. Lviv is Ukrainian. Yeah, John, I also think about it. We don't have the... Oh, this is the mayor of Kherson. Yeah, some say that it was Photoshop. I showed this guy. So he was taken in Russian custody, basically in prison, taken in Russian prison in 2022. He's pro-Ukrainian, he's Ukrainian, and he said, Russians, why you came here to Kherson? And they used him and they tried to use mayor of Kherson in their propaganda video, but mayor of Kherson say, like, they filmed him, but he said, like, why you came here? And they just imprisoned him, and this... And they released him today. Just look, yeah, what happened to the guy for 3.5 years. It's not Photoshop.
Слава Україні!
Guy now and before. Vladimir Nikolaenko. Russian prison. 3.5 years. It is crazy. There was no any prosecution, nothing, just imprisonment.
Якщо чесно, ми використовуємо нашу далекобійну зброю вітчизняного виробництва.
Okay, Zelensky mentioned here that we don't need the approval from the United States to use our weaponry against Russia because we produce long-range weaponry ourselves. So it's good news. I think especially with Flamingo, it's gonna be awesome. Very soon, it's gonna be interesting. I live in Dacha, far away from the capital, and I want to get some gas for my Lada 2006 model, standing in line, realizing I could feed my family for a whole month. So, gas, yeah, the prices went up. That mayor looks like he aged about 20 years, yeah. Do you think it's possible for Ukraine to hit Yamal LNG plant? It's the largest in Russia. I don't know, depends on the range. Is Borispol airport still intact? Yeah, there were a couple of the missiles landed there, but they didn't hit anything significant. Everything was okay. What happened with Flamingo facility? Was hit, right? No, it wasn't hit. Russians shared some of the pictures stating where the facility is, but there was no strike on it. And it was just the final place where they assemble wings and everything, so it's not the main one. And I think Ukraine already, or the company which produces those missiles, they already changed the location. I think they expected it to happen for the images to leak. Denys, did you play Ace Combat games? Yeah, I played it recently, like several months ago. I like it. Ace Combat is good. It's arcade. Why do I like it? Maybe because of nostalgia. It was the first simulator I played was Flight Simulator 1998, and then it was Ace Combat 1 after it. The first battle aircraft simulator was Ace Combat 1 on Sony PlayStation 1. And since that time, I just love it. After watching Russia prisoners' interviews, I am amazed at how completely brainwashed they are in Russia. Yeah. It's interesting, John, that, even in the custody of Ukraine, those Russians proclaim that they continue to say this bullshit about Russian peace, about fake Ukrainian state. And so, you are in prison, imprisoned by Ukraine, and you continue to say that bullshit. I don't understand those. I'm playing Ace Combat 7. Yeah, I also finished. It's a very fast game, Several missions, I think 12 or 13, I don't remember. I wanted to be more bigger, let's say. Is Ukraine winning soon? Actually, Ukraine has already won this war. Because Russia is unable to occupy it. So today is the day that shows that Ukraine did it already back in 2022. Russian plan totally failed. And what is happening on the front lines, I wouldn't say it's winning for Russia. Have you ever played EVE online? No. Ace Combat 5 was the best one. They really messed up maneuvers from. Oh, I see. Johnny, about Russian propaganda, I was brainwashed as well. Maybe until 2004. And later on in 2008, everything, changed completely. Like in 2004, I started to realize there was the Orange Revolution, so-called, in Ukraine. And since that time, I became, I would say, pro-Ukrainian. For me, it was difficult because all of my childhood I spent in Sevastopol and also in Tashkent. So I wasn't really living in Ukrainian-speaking environment even. Malakak, hi. Welcome to Kik. Making cruise missiles middle of Kiev, people gonna notice. It's not middle of Kiev. It's a remote place, let's say. It's one of the districts of Kiev, but quite far away from the populated area. It's industrial area. How long you will live stream? I don't know, Ben. Until I feel okay. By the way, I just came from the gym. It was my second day going to the gym after the long break. And I felt actually not okay at gym because maybe I pushed too much pressure on my body. And I came home and I need somehow to proceed with the stream. So what should I do? And I just lie down on bed and drink something. some water, and okay, I started to feel fine. So now it's fine. I try to lose the weight. At least the aim is to lose 25 kilos, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's too much. Not 25, 23. How many soldiers are still left for Ukraine with Russia? What do you mean? Russia has many, or like potentially millions. 5 million soldiers. Ukraine, 3. Like if we speak about total mobilization. I like push-ups, Mario. Don't leave it to fix its habit. Yeah, I don't eat bread. I don't eat sugar at all. Sweets, nothing. Mostly protein. Try like gym is my activity now. Sometimes I walk. I think I can lose some weight with this. And my portions are at least halved now. So half of the portion I ate. What I ate before. And I don't want to eat more. It's interesting, how our body may change in these circumstances. So I don't want to eat big portions any longer. Even in cafe, yesterday I went to cafe. It's fast food, not the fast food, it's like fast restaurant where you grab some stuff like potatoes, tomatoes, rice, chicken, just like bistro, And I grabbed usual portion and I didn't eat it fully, like half. It's crazy. Leave those carbs. Yeah, I eat carbs. Carbs are needed for the brain. Otherwise, I would be sleepy, tired very fast, and I need to waste some of the energy because I need to have energy to waste it. Where are you in Switzerland? Have you been to the mountains? Yeah, in one of the videos you may see on this channel. Like, go and check there my hiking. Bicycle cardio. Yes, Kiev existed in the 8th century. Until the Mongol invasion. Russia was formed in 1500s. Yeah. What are you eating today, Denys? Eggs, beef, and boiled potato. Also tomato. That's it. Mostly protein. Favorable Ukrainian food? Yeah, borscht, of course. Like, it's the king of the soups is borscht. Also, I like pelmeni. I know it's Russian food, but I like pelmeni more than vareniki. Vareniki, it's Ukrainian. I just like those. It's like ravioli, after all, looks like Italian food. Just dough with meat boiled. Lol, Denys should tell us his eating factor and it would be a commercial. What is factor? Have you visited UK, Denys? Yeah, I was in Southampton just for an interview. I went to Fly Dubai. For an interview, I was 23 years old back then, and I failed it. Actually, all of the group failed. Entire group. I don't know why, but... And my English wasn't that good. Uncomparable compared to what I have now. Maybe that's why. Because I didn't understand lots of the stuff. Only to bring down the weight, then build up muscle. Yeah, actually, Dutch guy, you're right. Because then you build muscles. Those muscles, they also burn energy. They require energy even in stationary state, then they are not working. That's why those bodybuilders, they have to consume lots of the calories to maintain their form because their muscles burn most of the stuff. I think they eat sometimes, well, it depends on bodybuilder, but sometimes it's like 10,000 calories per day. It's crazy. And all of that is not going to fat because the muscles burn everything. How's the Ukrainian production of glide bombs going? I think Ukraine changed, like Ukraine has the glide bomb production, but I think now Ukraine changed priority for drones and long-range missiles like Flamingo. Russians gonna eat flamingos in the future if they like it or not. Yeah, and Flamingo's gonna eat them. For sure. How long have you worked for Boryspil Airport? I didn't work for Boryspil. I worked for Ukrainian International Airlines. 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. Not long. In my career, 5 years is maximum. Like 5 years was my first UTR Ukraine airline. Then it laid off pilots. For 2 years I went to Indonesia next. Then 5 years in Ukraine International. Then war. Yeah, totally 12 years. But with the very first airline, if you speak about the real training, it was 13 years. So I would say that I am commercial pilot for 13 years. Was commercial pilot for certain years. New Wunderwaffe. I wouldn't say, Dodge, that it's Wunderwaffe, but it might change situation inside Russia. Like now they're struggling with what? With fuel. Maybe gonna find out something interesting here. Oh, Ukraine and Canada signed an agreement to commonly develop weapons. Interesting. Canada will join. Novomikhailivka liberated. That's Liman direction. So before Ukraine attacked in Novomikhailivka and also in Grekivka, there was the counterattack, and now we have the confirmation with the Ukrainian flag. Yeah, in this area. Third Corps. Yeah, before it was the 3rd Assault Brigade, and now it's the 3rd Army Corps. It was reformed. So here is the video. It shows definitely with some of the, like it's not just the field, yeah? Can zoom out and check out the location. Some of the videos that I cannot share. Good.
Он наш герой.
Russia.
Вот он, Одесса.
Odessa call sign.
Ты что такой мне? Грязненький мне.
Why are you so dirty, he says. Why are you so dirty?
Ну так, была...
Conditions were bad.
Были условия плохие.
Паёк, ну-ка, рот открой. Ава! Все, ништяк, жизнь будет.
Ну чё, браток, вывезли тебя?
Да.
This evacuated. It's kind of a rare thing that Russians evacuate their wounded soldiers.
Да.
Come on.
Да. Я тебя жду, Одесса. Потому что...
Сколько терпел, командир.
The communist leaves the front lines in a luxury ambulance after Baba Yaga blew a hole in his leg. Oh my God. Some duct tape and he will soon be back. But indeed, it's kind of luxury. I don't remember the last time I see evacuation from Russia, or like really filmed evacuation. It's something new. Niva, modified for evacuation vehicle, yeah. He looks like he took lots of the morphine, but I understand that in Russia there is no morphine. Maybe it was vodka. Oh my God. It's kind of rare case. Maybe they have a good commander.
Country has the most ugliest men.
What country has the most ugliest man?
Russia?
Shut up, who this guy?
Russia? Oh, jeez. Some channel with the funny videos here. What is this? Okay. Oh, those Russian soldiers are not so lucky to be evacuated on Niva. So they were delivered on this truck, in a compact boxes. SVO. Oh my God. SVO, Special Military Operation. SMO is written on those boxes. Oh. Yeah, I have reports from the Russian groups, Telegram groups. In many of the cities, tons and tons of the boxes are coming. Aviation transport, ground transport deliver soldiers back. What is the most difficult thing about agency tests? What do you mean? Alcohol kills your brain cells. I'll keep all my brain cells. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Tiki Man, do that. Thank you so much. Will you ever work as a pilot on passenger aircraft again? I will try to avoid that stuff. I say it lots of the times. Why? Because, you know, you are in like of your own personal freedom. So YouTube career is, I think, is better for me personally. It doesn't mean that I will drop aviation completely, no. But being dependent on a schedule, on your airline, I'm tired of this shit because you always worry about... Yeah, I also worry now. It's unpredictable in any sort of the business. But here I can weigh my own risks and everything depends on me, my personality, me personally. Yeah, people also... because I could lose, like people may lose interest in my videos and I see that I have way less views compared to, for example, 2023. But still, like, I like what I do here more than working for someone, you know? I like to fly Boeing 737. I would like to fly Airbus, to try many planes, commercial, cargo, whatsoever. But you're dependent. For example, being in my age, for example, going to some airline at the very low seniority list, I would be busy all the time. I will not have any sort of the vacations at the summertime, especially. Actually, I have never had vacations during summertime than I was an airline pilot. All of the birthdays of my daughter, all of my birthdays, New Year, doesn't matter. You fly. Like, you fly, if you like, you fly. If you don't like, you also fly. in particular day. So, and also you have stress about your health. You have stress about your mental, like everything, you know, all of the issues. Like you can go, you can, I don't know, fall something, hurt your head, and your life is over. Your financial security of your family is over. Everything changed, and pilot is like this very specific job, and you cannot find it very easily if you really need to change to some different activity. So YouTube, social networks or social media, I think it's mine. I think it's mine after all, and I still like aviation, and I have aviation channel. So soon, I hope this week I'm gonna upload the video. Then I went, for example, to France, tested Elixir airplane, the small piston engine. It would not be possible for me flying commercial. And if I was flying commercial, it wouldn't be possible for me to fly to film videos on with the Ukrainian updates, because it takes lots of the time. So now I'm free guy. I do not free at one point, because I have to provide you with information, with content all every day. It's the perk of my channel. Yeah, everyday videos, maybe sometimes 2-3 videos. But in general, I like it. I like what I do. So the answer is no. I don't want to go to commercial aviation because of the reasons I explained. You are not working for yourself. You're working for some other guy. You have someone in charge of your life. Malak, I don't know why your message was deleted from Kik. It says AI moderator removed it. The tests you take to get CPL. The tests, yeah, there are lots of the tests. I don't know how to pass them, honestly. By the time I was trained, we had different tests. Way easier than what they put now. It's almost like playing poker. I can pick whatever timelines I want, but too much free time takes you off income. Maybe, yeah. Malak, I don't know why Kik cancels your it says it's hate speech. But I read it, yeah? Sad to see all Americans who hold Russia as a country of morals. They are liars and slaves to Putin. Kik cancelled it, I see. It deleted. Sorry, it's not me. Do you think it would be good to invest in Polish construction companies for then Ukraine needs to reconstruction? Pope, I would wait, We don't know what might happen. Then this war is going to over. How it's going to over. Wait. Can you show us your pilot license, Denys? Well, not right now. Well, I think I have my ID somewhere near. I think I passed it to my wife, but I'll try to find. Oh my God, I have some buttons. Some bottles. It expired. It's my crew ID. Crew member certificate. I will just hold it. Yeah, maybe just... Maybe I'll hold it like this. Yeah, for people not to check out the numbers. It expired in 2024. That's what I have. It's the crew member certificate. But I closed it. Just a card. It's crew member. It's one of the documents we usually have. Actually, I need to send it back to Ukraine. Because it belongs not to me, but to Ukrainian state, actually. My ID. Yeah, it works like that. How do the hidden moderators of social media react to the war? Huh? Do they still allow anti-Russian speech like in the beginning? What do you mean? Well, Twitter is not Twitch. It's very sensitive for that. Like you comment on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. On Twitch, I cannot say lots of the stuff. But on YouTube, it's fine. Like judging on what Sternenko says, our volunteer with the drones, and he says a lot towards Russians, and he is not banned. But platforms like Twitter, X, YouTube is pro-Ukrainian, I think, because it especially right now, then it started to ban lots of the pro-Russian channels. Kick is okay for streaming, like it has low censorship. But Twitch, yeah, and Twitch, it could be problem. So I filter my speech, then I'm streaming on Twitch. I'm filtering my speech, then I'm streaming on Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, maybe, Pope, maybe you're right. What do you think Ukraine joined NATO? Now I would think that it's okay, but it's not a security guarantee any longer. Would you ever do military cargo flights for Ukrainian military? I have to work for Antonov Airlines, but they have enough pilots. There is no other airline doing that. I mean, from Ukrainian Airlines. For the rest, they will not take me. Betsy is from Netherlands. Try to find some other videos. What the hell is happening here?
Время 18:40. Все смыто, движения нет, дорожников нет, работы не ведутся никакие.
It is Russia. In Magadan, communists greatly appreciate the benefits of denazification. The bucket of fuel per vehicle. I think they have lots of the fuel on the back. Огнеопасно, flammable.
21 августа, чай Юрия.
The 21st of August. Maybe they're in lack of diesel.
Время 18:40.
And it actually sparks. It's like a snowball, you know. No diesel for cars to deliver diesel or some other fuel. Oh my God. Russians can use Kick in Russia, or I don't know. I think they can use Twitch as well in Russia. Russians. There are many Russian streamers on Twitch. Yeah, Jay Stick, thank you. Yeah, we have reached 900,000. I can tell you exact number if you are interested. So 900,000, yeah. 900,532. It's now like this. Oh, today's video is kind of good. You guys watch it more than usual. Nice. More subscribers are engaging with this video, helping to increase its reach. Super. Yeah, my videos are now usually 200,000, 250,000, rarely 300,000. If it is more than that, it's outstanding, something outstanding. So usual views 200,000, like something as average. But in 2023, it was like 700,000, 800,000, and just to mention, yeah. But still, like, people watch, and I'm okay with that. I think I would do my job even if few people watched me, like 200. Today is a good time, and it's weekend. Yeah. I remember Maria landing in Riga airport in 2014. That was impressive sight to see. The plane made that airport look small. There was one fantastic Maria landing. I wonder where it was. Let me check. I'll try to find it. Oh yeah. This was awesome. Rzeszów, yeah, in Poland. You see the fog. Those are the landing lights. Not the landing, approach lights. Approach lights on those pillars. Fog, as you see. Here she goes. And just look at the clouds, the clouds, the clouds. Wow. It's fog and yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, so, I think it was so beautiful, and it happened just a few months before Maria was finished. January 2022, and the next month Russia started the full-scale invasion. But this is it's like final farewell, I would say, of Maria. I was lucky to go there, guys, to go on Maria. I think, where is the first part? That's my video. Hello my friends and welcome. My name is Denys and today we're gonna see something really big. The big like this. Stay tuned. Yeah. It was nice to film it. I am really happy to visit this airplane and to film it for the history, for the channel. Yeah, it will stay in our video materials, in our hearts, and I was really happy to film it back then. Went with the camera, I went with Dmitry Antonov there. Did a walk around, like the first video is mainly walk around, review of the airplane. And yeah. I didn't have the good camera by the time, but it's more or less okay. Some history of the airplane, and the camera was shaking. And the second one, yeah, now I would have filmed this video really like better, much better. Here we went inside. I'm saying like telling about this airplane. So if you like want to watch, you may Google or search in YouTube pilot blog Maria. And there I tell something about the plane, cockpit. Yeah, but the main thing actually wasn't for me to film this video. I just wanted to go inside the plane. That's it. Yeah, I took some of the materials from Записки пилота. It was nice. Drug smuggling, flight attendants, big mistake. Oh, okay, maybe we're gonna review it later. Drones. what Russian propaganda? Oh, Russian propaganda also shares that look at their soldiers, like, and this fat guy. They look like they were at the vacation, you know. Have you heard anything about how satisfied the Ukrainian Air Force with the Swedish Saab AVAX 9? AVAX? I haven't heard. No. I know that they are there, but that's it. Like they were delivered. Do they all look like prisoners? I don't think so. Denys, how old was you then you made your first video? Let me think. It was in 2014. And I was... No. Or yes. It was in 2013. 26 years old. Yeah, 26. Maybe if I like return back in time, I would be more active on YouTube, on Twitch, everywhere, and I would be like famous YouTuber, streamer. Maybe. It was possible. I think it was possible by the time. But now there is the huge competition, many streamers out there. Yeah. Denys, you work hard to be a pilot and captain. Was the war that changed your mind on being pilot? Yes. And mainly it's not it was the major change, obviously. Again, kids crying, screaming. But the main thing is that I just analyzed, I experienced airline bankruptcy, I experienced terrible schedules, I experienced even COVID, yeah, it played the great role. So it is unstable. Airline pilot job is very unstable. If there is major crisis, people do not fly. People start to economy money. Sometimes there are regulation save money. Sometimes there are restrictions for the flights, as it was with COVID, and our first officers, they lost their jobs. So it is terrible. And now I do not depend on that. Actually, now with COVID, many people would watch me staying at home. It's crazy. Actually, many of the YouTubers and influencers, they really skyrocketed by the time of COVID. But I want not for COVID not to be there any longer with all of those restrictions, with all of those number of the casualties. No. Absolutely. I heard now there is the new wave of COVID. In Ukraine, 10 people died. In Ukraine, I know. In Russia, I think they want to introduce against this mask regime. I think it's funny how United States keeps giving Ukraine long-range weapons and saying don't use it in Russia. It's sad, actually. Can you show us the surroundings of your birthplace? What do you mean birthplace? Thanks, Martin. Yeah, thanks, Claire. Thanks. Thank you so much. What do we have? It's Solovyov. Sometimes they post, you see, Western news, so... in a reference to the New York Times, they say that Kyiv will agree to remove army from occupied part of Donbass as an exchange for security guarantees from the United States. What? Don't believe that bullshit. more, or they share more pictures of Putin and Trump. Why don't we? Why do not I heard? Do we have the audio? Like click on every video. I don't have an audio. Maybe I turn it down. Oh yeah, turn it down too much.
Who she is and
Today I'm gonna film one more video, I think, on my channel. Frontline updates. Sternenko, what you wanna say, Sternenko? Oh, they have the podcast today. This Sternenko, he is the biggest drone volunteer in Ukraine.
Малек, братуха, кто нас въебал? Комик ебучий.
What is happening here?
Ебать мой хуй, смотри. Давай, давай, давай.
Too much swearing.
Вот, перевернулись нахуй.
Oh my god.
Пизда.
What happened here?
Перевернули машину.
Oh.
Комик ебаный.
Oh my god.
FPV-шка ебаная.
FPV. It's FPV drone. FPV-шka. It looks like Lada. Yeah? Yeah, definitely Lada. But what kind of model, it's hard to say. It's it's funny how what slur they use here. So just put it on the wheels and run. Oh, those Russians. Russian soldiers with the phones. They even disclose where they go. They say they go to Vovchansk. It's Kharkiv region. Will they be so happy in the plastic bags?
В эту войну ввязался наш Путин? Столько людей погибло. Да, конечно, надо экономику поднимать в свое время. Да, подбор. Не пришли войны.
Argument between ladies. One lady said that Putin started this war for what reason, and lady said for enemy not to come to your home. Just imagine Ukraine coming to home of Russians, yeah? Now it's possible, yeah, after Putin started this war, like it was in the Kursk region. But before it, no. This lady, she looks like an alcoholic, but she has more brain than this one, who says that the war has been started for enemy not to come to Russia. That Sumy offensive went real well. Yeah, you see. It would be funny if the next United States administration were the ones to end the war in Ukraine, and it can imagine Trump. I tell you one thing. No United States administration may finish the war in Ukraine. No one. If it is not some sort of the Marvel character with lasers from the eyes demolishing all of the Russian army. It's impossible for any sort of the administration in the United States to finish the war in Ukraine. Not possible. Physically. It's not possible. Only Putin may stop this war. That's it. It's the simple answer. United States administration, it doesn't have the levers to tell Putin. Yeah, they may tell, like, stop, Putin, stop, as Donny says. But there is no lever to act on Russia. Russia trades their oil with India, China. Russia trades their oil even with the European partners. There is some sort of the negotiation now with the United States and Russia to provide own business, to expand the oil business together. Just for now limited, but in general, like even if United States would say to Russia, we apply strict sanctions on you, like they apply strict sanctions, it will not stop Russia. The only thing which might help is to support Ukraine with weaponry, but Russia has also the tool of massive mobilization. Russia is also producing weapons. So it doesn't matter who is really president or what administration is out there. They do not have any sort of the levers to act on Putin. Physically, not possible. But I don't like the current administration because it likes Putin, okay? It shows Putin in a good light. That's what I hate. And it doesn't support Ukraine. Not helping to stop Russian army physically. But yeah, Russia, as I say to you, they want the war to continue. And they may announce a new mobilization, produce more weapons. It's the long story with this war. It could take years. Vance, I don't want to play him. Okay, Zelený Gai liberated was confirmed by Ukrainian military. Vladimirovka, where is Vladimirovka? It's not here. And Mikhailivka, okay. I'll later on check out this information. What do you have next? Command Direction, Comprehensive Situation Report, starting from the north. The Ukrainian indeed broke to Zelený Gai. This map is like strange. Gypsy. Some say beautiful. Is it beautiful? I think it's too much. It's the best, worst taste ever. It reminds me of Saddam Hussein place. Oh my God. What is this? This is Myrna. Yeah, Myrna. Here, Russia sucks and everything, yeah. But Russia propelled towards Vladimirovka and Shakhova just a little 2 days ago. It's for your recommendation. Oh, I don't want for you. I want following only. I do not recommend doing this, but the dude destroyed a Russian drone. Oh my freaking God. Really? Why is he picking up? Is he okay after it? He is local, he is not military. And he took the shell. What? How he caught it? He caught the drone with his hand or what? Our guys are laughing or what? Or are those Russians?
Сука.
What the hell? Oh my.
Що з ним робити?
Yeah, those are our guys. No, everything is fine. This is some sort of the local who lives on the front lines. Russians try to strike him, and he grabs the shell out of the drum. It's like smasher, you know. I don't know how you compare. What's this name? Oh, the drone is still flying, like it's working. Oh my god. But it will not explode, you know, because he grabbed the shell out. Oh my god. This guy has no how to say it in English. Self-survival instinct is absolutely absent. I think he looks like a local alcoholic or something. I wonder how he got this drone. This is a really rare image. He got the drone in one hand, and the drone was flying and it inverted and crashed. Oh my freaking god. Oh god. Why it didn't explode?
Що з ним робити?
This is the most unhinged video I saw with how it's the huge drone. Just look at this. It's more than his head, and the shell is huge. Oh my god, just smashed it. I think if there was also the Russian surveillance drone which films that stuff, they were in shock. Oh shit. He is damn lucky. Like the luckiest person. Maybe he should buy some lottery tickets. Yeah, Darwin Award was nearly won by the guy. Self-preservation, yeah. Gigachart, yeah. Smash the drone. Grab it. He caught it with his hand. He smashed it and he destroyed it. Maybe we need more of those guys to send on the front lines. Make the intro YouTube video, please. Into YouTube video. Yeah, I'll make it. That's unhinged. That's crazy. Yeah, see you, Claire. Thank you. Thank you for joining. The luckiest person ever. He pulled the trigger riskier. Yeah. Do you also have any favorite restaurant in Kiev? Not really. Oh, maybe there was the one. Maybe I'll show you which one. He seems to know what he was doing. Maybe, yeah. Maybe he does it on daily basis. Maybe he sells all of this stuff for scrap metal and shells for Ukraine. I don't know. Maybe the guy is behind all of the supplies for Ukrainian army. With those shells. Oh, did you guys see the guy picked up and put on his motorcycle? Oh, yeah, I saw this one. It's terrible. Looks similar like, why you pick up the drone and put on your motorcycle? I think it was the bicycle. And yeah, he died. But this, like, what? I wonder what people... I'll comment myself. This... Oh, caps lock. This is... craziest. How to... craziest. Okay. Shit. I've seen for a long time. This is crazy shit I've seen for a long time. That's why Ukraine is winning. They all have this mentally. Yeah. You should see what happened to Kinjal. He encountered. Then you find wrestling with crocodiles boring. I'm guessing these coupons again. What the fuck are they doing there? He had enough. Yeah, the guy seems like he knows what he's doing there. This is hilarious. And Andrew, his comments sometimes are crazy. Russians had a breakthrough the same way a Lada is a tank. It doesn't meet anyone's definition in form of function that doesn't even superficially resemble what it's being claimed. Oh my god, I cannot say like that. They had a breakthrough and then didn't exploit it. It's like I ordered a pizza with no cheese, no sauce, and no crust. Oh, this is hilarious. Malakak, Russia would have been crushed by NATO if they had not had atomic. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. The only thing that holds Russia is nuclear weapons, like from total collapse. Oh yeah, this one I even tweeted on my Telegram channel. People kept telling me it was Russian clothing that is flammable, not the Russian, not the Russians maybe. Except now I have seen a completely butt-naked Russian catch on fire for seemingly no reason, and I still don't understand how these people are so flammable. Many of the comments. Oh, I always click on the comments because I put alcohol. Then most of your body fluids have converted into vodka. You're ripe of spontaneous combustion. One word, vodka. Too much alcohol. Ooh. Yeah. Too much vodka, high alcohol. Yeah, same comments. What Nick tears, Ukrainian vodka. Whew, it is hilarious. This guy is awesome, Andrew. He is a nice guy, really. Former Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi. The European Union need to become a state. I think it's not possible. But it should have its own army, I agree. Gavin Newsom. Oh yeah, Zelensky said about Druzhba pipeline. Zelensky, barely holding back laughter, commented on the strikes on Druzhba oil pipeline. We have always supported a friendship between Ukraine and Hungary. So friendship, it's called in Ukrainian and Russian, by the way, Druzhba. We have always supported Druzhba between Ukraine and Hungary. Now the existence of this Druzhba depends on Hungary's position. That's funny, playing the words. It was funny, really. Trolling Orban, it's awesome. Always awesome. Oh, Jake Bro tweeted his 1 million views video. Seems like I was here yesterday, but I'm not sure. Sweden? Nice. What is this? Sana, Yemen, Israel strike. Okay. Russia recognizes Zelensky as the de facto head of the regime and is ready to meet with him in this capacity. But constitutionally, he is illegitimate, Lavrov mentioned. Yep. Zelensky announced good surprises for Russian forces in Donbass, nothing very positive results and promising, noting very positive results and promising more details from the military command soon. Awesome. Do we have the new update from the deep state? No, still waiting. That's why I'm not filming video. I always enjoy Andrew's humor. Yeah, he is nice with his sharp humor and sometimes dark. Sikorsky also commented on Druzhba. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yes, user, thank you for visiting us today. That's an amazingly idiotic statement by Lavrov. A usual statement. What about your hobby, Denys? I like motorcycles. Motorcycles. Think if we go to my channel, like, can I go to my channel, really? If we go to videos, all desk, you see it's all about motorcycles. I think I already showed it. I like, I will show you the channel which I like a lot. It's like Itchy. I think it's like this. Itchy. Something there. Itchy Boo, so that's my dream. That will never happen, unfortunately. This type of the content. She has so many views and she travels on motorcycles all around. Forgot her name. I haven't watched her for a while. LLL. Yeah, Dutch girl. Yeah, she's Dutch. Such an interesting name. On L, I think. I don't remember. But I like watch her sometimes. And she traveled like to Alaska, all across the world, and still traveling. I wonder how she's not afraid of doing that, being a woman. Yeah, it was surgery sometimes. Yeah, she felt crushed and there was collarbone surgery. Yeah, Dutch girl, she travels a lot. Yeah, thank you, Jay Stick. Thank you. So, like, I really enjoy her videos. The way she montaged them and... Yeah, super channel, yeah. How many subscribers does she have now? Oh, almost 3 million soon. Cool. She travels with this Tenere, but recently she bought, I think, T7, the one I have. But she traveled on it in... where is it? Where is this bike? I think recently she filmed about it. Scotland.
The road is wet. You see that?
Yeah, she has T7 standard for Europe. Yeah, she has it. The new bike she bought. But what else? But she has the older Tenere for Africa trip. She has.
Why did I not see that when I was coming?
So I have the same bike, but similar bike, let's say. The model is also Tenere T7, but it's world rate for me. It's bigger fuel tank. It has bigger fuel tank and better suspension, I would say. So this kind of the content I would like to film, honestly.
Oh, aren't you
And it was the intention of me at the very beginning, but it didn't went according to plan. First of all, again, pilot job, it's kind of restrictive for you to go on a motorcycle somewhere for a long time. And now I film about Ukraine, so I'm also in a room, you know, researching for the news, filming. It's also like my full-time job. Maybe after 10 years, then I'll be 40 with something, yeah. I will travel somewhere. I don't know.
Had a customer request for it.
Drone videos are awesome, are always awesome. Oh, there is such a shower rain there. Castle. This is Scotland.
Lots of lakes everywhere.
Scotland. How they say R, yeah, R. Scotland is amazing place to do a bike tour. That will you do after the war? What will you do after the war? Some YouTube, you know, stuff. Maybe trash content, maybe streams. Luna Neko, hi, welcome to Kick. I always enjoy Andrew's. Yeah, it was already on Twitch, I guess. Yeah. I wonder what's about our YouTube activity and activities on different platforms, because today I announced the stream on all of the platforms. So yeah, 142 persons watching. It's awesome, guys. You are making me proud of what we do. Yeah, surfer dress. Lucas 1. Hi Denys, do you have any info about Spanon program? Will it be... What is Sapan program? I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Sapsan. Yeah, I think it will be. Well, Russians claim that they've destroyed it, like destroyed the facility completely where Ukraine developed those missiles, ballistic missiles, but I'm not sure, you know, never trust Russians without evidence. So I hope everything is fine and this program continues. You can do some camping once. I really like the hiking stuff. Oh yeah, I think I'll do it. Like for camping, I think I'll have this time. Oh, right, what we have on Kiku. How many people watching? I don't know where to watch. Maybe no one is watching. No. Viewers dash. Maybe no one is watching really. On Twitch, 26. It's okay. Like this stream is not the best out there, but it's nice. Better than yesterday. I think maybe to boost the streams, I should cut the stream into the small short videos and publish everything of that on TikTok. Yeah? Because people, they find streamers mostly on TikTok. That is how our Ukrainian streamer became popular. One of the streamers, yeah, he streams Counter-Strike. So basically he cuts interesting moments and he published everything of that on TikTok and people found him. He said without TikTok, he wouldn't be so popular. So maybe it's like the strategy to cut the clips, like record the stream. I am recording it right now also. And later edit it, cutting the interesting stuff and publishing on TikTok. But it should be done very fast, you know. And honestly, I'm out of any sort of the energy to do it, because now that I finish, I should film one more update. So I would be like sitting on my at my computer and always work, like get up, work. The only thing that I may do is eat and maybe go to the gym, like it was today. Yeah, today too. So I filmed the video, got up, filmed the video, then I ate, then I went to the gym, then I came back and had 1 hour off and we are streaming. Greetings to Scotland. Thank you, Jamie. You'll get a Himalayan in India and you'll travel over India. In India? You should give a content creator permission to reuse and recirculate your clips so long as they add link to your channel, so description and give you credit. I didn't understand. You're burning the candle at both ends, Dennis. Yeah. No TikTok. No, I have TikTok. Like it's okay, I think, for TikTok, because no other platform may give you such initial boost as TikTok. At least it has it. Yeah, it is Chinese, but I don't freaking care, because we use X as well, which I think is worse than Chinese TikTok. So we use those platforms. There are many of the pro-Ukrainian TikTokers out there. They spread the information, kind of the good one. I watch them. So we use every sort of the mass information. If TikTok is trending, if TikTok is for young generation, like, we shouldn't ignore it, let's say. Otherwise, some Russians or pro-Russians or MAGA will use TikTok in their favor. We should be presented elsewhere. That's my opinion. It is mentioned free channel advertisement. There are other creators that have become very popular doing that. Sean Ryan, for example. From TikTok? He grown from TikTok? Yeah, Eric, thank you for support. I think my mistake for pilot blog was filming short videos after all. Maybe I should have started a different channel. Macron congratulated Ukraine with Independence Day. France will be near you. Okay. I'm still waiting for the new map update. Oh, Durov posted something. 1 year ago, the French police detained me for 4 days because some people I'd never heard of used Telegram to coordinate crimes. Arresting CEO of a major platform over the actions of its users was not only unprecedented, it was legally and logically absurd. Maybe yes, maybe no. I think Durov has the same mindset as Musk. Before, I liked this guy really. Durov, because I like Telegram itself. I think it's good, really nice, if not the best messenger. But what he tells and how he acts, blah. He is like Elon Musk. Maybe they have the same virus. A year later, a criminal investigation against me is still struggling to find anything that I or Telegram did wrong. Our moderation practices align with industry standards, and Telegram has always responded to very legally blinding and request from France. However, after Durov's arrest, Telegram changed. I think I personally felt this policy. Then many of the pro-Russian channels have to disclose their information. Ironically, I was arrested due to the French police own mistake. Before August 2024, they ignored French and European Union laws and hadn't sent any of their queries to Telegram via required legal process. They could have learned the correct procedure simply by Googling it or asking. Again, those kids are shouting, fuck. 1 year after this strange arrest, I still have to return to France every 14 days with no appeal date in sight. Sadly, the only outcome of my arrest so far has been the massive damage to France reputation. Image is the most likely Russian image. Image is reputation as a free country. And he put the communist sign saying probably France are communist or what. I don't know. I don't like Durov. But I use Telegram because it's been used by, first of all, many Ukrainian channels, and it's the place with the least possible censorship. Yeah, I can share absolutely everything there, except porn. I don't want to share porn. Why would you need that? Yeah, so it's okay for me. Yeah, the kids are shouting freaking loud. So I cannot film the video because of them. I hate my neighbors. I said it many times. I like this place, this apartment. It was really hard to find it. In Switzerland, there is the crisis. And by the time I found it, they were building this house, it is brand new. And then they build it. Here's the family. 3 kids. It's alles kaputt. I really like then the weather is bad, it's rainy, that they do not go outside. And maybe it was one of the reasons for me to work at night. Oh, the chat is not moving because I made it like that. Would you kiss what? Jeffrey, what this question is about? Denys, take me... What? Come on, don't say like that. And again, close the window. Close the window. Like one of the solutions, but I have the system, air conditioning system, which goes into the window. And the window is sealed especially for this tube of the air conditioning, because they don't have the air conditioner. And I have to use a portable one. So it's sealed, the window is sealed, like it's covered with special material, and there is the hole. And I cannot like close the window now. Or I will close it and it will be hot inside, yeah? But here I can at least use air conditioner. So I'm gonna finish the stream, I'm gonna start the air conditioner, it will cool down the room, and later on I'm gonna film. It's like happening like this. I like America for that, because they have air conditioning everywhere. Have you told neighbors? No, I can, like, what can I tell them? Like, if I'm the owner of this apartment, I would go, okay? But I don't know their relationship with the owner. I don't know, maybe they're close friends or whatever. I don't know. So if I go and say, oh, shut up, please, I cannot work, I cannot sleep, and I cannot tell, like, for them to shut up, because those are kids. First of all, they have the right to play, it's their property, and they're not shouting after 10. So they're not shouting after 10. Yeah, I would go, but before 10 I have no legal right to tell them something. Why don't you fly? I assume demand for... I told about it in a stream. I'm sorry. I will not tell it again. Salute from... Greetings to Quebec. What about your vlog 3, then release the video? I hope soon. Why do you look always lock the door, Denys? Lock the door? Because I have family. I don't want them to come in the middle of the stream. Is it possible to hear a couple of words from your native language? Так, можливо. Це українська мова. Вона дуже лагідна та використовується у багато де зараз, багато у яких країнах. Бо людей повиїхало, я думаю, десь мільйонів 10. І ви маєте почути цю мову, якщо ви живете у будь-якій країні Європи або у США. Тож, да, ця мова наразі вона дуже популярна, і дехто з моїх глядачів, вони навіть вчать українську. But Ukrainian is not my native. My native is Russian, yeah. Now I spoke Ukrainian. You should be worried about Trump and his health. Not Dura for Musk. Yeah, if Trump kaputs, or it would be like Trump cancellation, or how to say, if Trump flatlines, J.D. Vance is the guy who will take the power. It's, I think, worse even than Trump. No, we haven't spoken about that, Pierre, but Ukraine has interesting tools now for long-range strikes, including Flamingo, yeah. Could be used on a Kerch Bridge as well. I think Ukraine is thinking about it. Hungary, Peter Siarto already said that Zelensky threatened Hungary. They're like small sirens running around, and it's really, you know, putting pressure on the head. How they scream. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's terrible. How come your native is Russian, but you still took Ukrainian side? Do you think that there are still many Ukrainians in Ukraine that are pro-Putler? Yeah, some small percentage. And there are many of the Ukrainians whose native tongue, native language is Russian. Actually, the entire area of Donbass, Crimea. I'm from Crimea originally myself. So yeah, Russian is my native. It doesn't mean that I am pro-Russian if I speak Russian, okay? Russian language is spoken by nearly 300 million people in the world. And half of them, or even less, they do live in Russia. And there are many Russian-speaking soldiers even. Can Ukraine hit what is left of the Black Sea Fleet? And how much remains? I need to research that to say to you. But yeah, obviously it may hit it with the missiles and everything. We got Z in here. Dang it. Who? Then Trump going to Ukraine. I think never. I'm Canadian, but if England invaded France, I would side with France. I see. I see. Yeah, nice stream. I like it, guys. I like it a lot. Yeah, maybe we're not speaking about... Yeah, mostly we speak about Ukrainian topic, right? Still waiting for the new update. Not many news now. But still, I'll record the video because we have clarifications from the front lines, not from the deep state, but from other media, I think, from other channels. Yeah, Mike Osk is also calm about the recent update. So actually, we don't have like reliable maps from what I see from analytics. So it's gonna be the news update maybe. Ukrainian defense minister thanked Swedes for providing ASC 890 AWACS aircraft. So they were delivered already, yeah? It's the first clarification we see from Ukrainian official that aircraft were delivered. Aircraft is the plural. Aircrafts doesn't exist. It is one aircraft, and plural, it's also aircraft. Trying to find some interesting news. So far, not so interesting. Flamingo warhead, warhead is roughly 1,000 kilos. It's aviation gliding, standard aviation bomb, FAB 1000. Ukraine has many of those. Oh, Lady Rossi, thank you for subscription on Twitch. 70% of Ukrainian army speaks Russian language, has nothing to do with national feeling or identity. I don't know how many percent of people speak really Russian or Ukrainian, so yeah. But there are many Russian speakers, I agree. Thank you, Lady Rossi, so much. I don't know why, but thanks. I mean, why you support me. But many thanks. But there are fewer and fewer people who want to speak Russian. Agree. Yeah, especially after the full-scale war. Less. Oh, you're Polish. Awesome. Dzień dobry. I don't know Polish. I just know dziękuję, dzień dobry, do usłyszenia. The same words we say, and then we fly over Poland, ATC communication. But I may understand what you say, because it's similar to Ukrainian. Doesn't matter what language they speak, the only thing that matters is Russia is the enemy and need to... yeah. Does Ukraine have manpower problems in the army? Yes. Big kaboom. I want to check the map from the Maikos, whether he has some new updates. Dutch guy, thank you so much for support. Always good to see you. Thank you for super chat support. Thank you. Oh, they put the kids home. I wonder why I start to feel so good rapidly. Because they put the kids home and they're not shouting. It's so awesome. I usually like hits, but kids hits, but not those. Okay, so we have the map update. Oh no, we don't have. So yeah, this counterattack was confirmed by Ukrainian officials. What do you have here? Can we risk? Oh, just visual. Oh, this is the old video already. Yeah, some Russians were hit there. And here Ukraine lost the vehicle. Husky. TSV. As a result of the strike, the Russian FPV drone, an armored vehicle of the Ukrainian armed forces, was destroyed near Filia. Wonder if some people were inside. Looks like parked vehicle after all. Ah, come on. Music off. Yeah, looks like there is no one. This is the Russian telegram. Drone protection in the front. Yeah, there is no one inside. Yeah, the vehicle was finished. But no one inside, it's good. I have neighbors with shouting kids, and they have their family shouting kids come over every day and play next to you. It's essentially loud. Yeah. That's crazy. But I live in a very calm neighborhood. It's like the small village, I would say. It's not even a town, I would call it. What was the control words? The control word, it's Palyanytsia. Palyanytsia, Ukrzaliznytsia. So Russians cannot pronounce it. Their jaw is built differently. Just joking. Palyanytsia. Ukrzaliznytsia. So they don't have this t and like mixing those they cannot do it. But Ukrainians can, yeah. Oh, this is the Russian channel. What the hell is this? This is a Russian MiG. Russian MiG. Russian MiG. What happened to Russian MiG? You cannot park there. It's Armenia from what I see. I think I already know what happened. He speaks Armenian, so Russia has military base in Gyumri, including airfield. This airplane just rolled off skirted the runway, probably, and they now try to tow it down there. Okay, it was very close to the building. There's a video about it. Yeah? And no, nice. Yeah. Funny, yeah. I think it excluded the wrong. I don't know Armenian to tell you.
Ռազմական ոստիկանության Երևանի կայազորի
Yeah, Yerevan is Armenia.
Այս պահին
Rusakan.
բանակի ծառայողները փորձում են քում աղետը
It's funny. Yeah. The wing is cut, yeah? Oh, shit. Oh, we have the camera. Stand by and what? Oh no, they wanted to transport this here. Oh, I see. Okay. So it wasn't flying. So they transport the airplane, they removed all of the wings, the vertical stabilizers. Now I understand. Okay. But it's still funny. Super funny. They try to catch it. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it was. They tried to tow it with Ural vehicle. And yeah. They're laughing. Russians are laughing themselves about this case, especially about the guy who tried to stop Make from falling there. Like this guy. Super Hulk guy. That's kind of interesting. Sometimes funny videos also, or funny info could be found in Russian channels. They say about drones of United States Army and modernization. China. What is this? Automatic cannon. I think that's the air defense against drones. So we have small missiles and you have automatic cannon. FK 3000. From Canada. Thank you, Election Odette. Thank you. Election dot. Thank you. Greetings to Canada. You're awesome. What is the one guy doing that? He tries to stop it. Yeah, we compared to the drone smackdown. How long will live stream? I don't know. We'll see. I'm waiting for the military map updates to start to film some of the video. Oh, it's today in Ust-Luga port. I filmed a video about it. It went quite popular, I would say. Yeah. Some people watch. It's good. So Russians even share it on their channels. Oh, I didn't watch this one. Okay, that's the new drone. Ah, shit. I'm sorry. This is FP1 drone. The one I told you about in one of my recent streams, yeah? So no landing gear, square-shaped fuselage, and really long range. Yeah, the new drone. So if the same company which flies or produces those drones, if it is so successful, it means that they could be successful with their Flamingo missile, cruise missile. It's awesome. FP1, yeah. FP1. Thank you, Oblivion. Thank you. Denys, can you talk about the root causes this phase needs to be recovered and really contained with the Russian usage? Oh, I can tell you, I think, about the root causes. On January 2022, NATO, it's about Russian ultimatum. December 2021, so just before 2022, Putin submitted specific proposal on Russia's demand for security guarantees from the West to United States Assistant Secretary of State Karen Donfret. 2 days later, a Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs published the demands in form of draft treaties with NATO and United States proposing limits on their influence and activities in Europe. One of the demands that NATO deploy no forces or weapons in the countries that joined the alliance after May 1997. NATO members commit no further enlargement of the alliance, including Ukraine, a ban of deployment of intermediate-range missiles, a ban of NATO military activity in Ukraine and Eastern Europe, Caucasus and Central Asia. Language. On consolidated mechanism, NATO-Russian Council, blah, blah, blah. So basically, they demanded Europe, entire Europe, like from those countries who joined in May 1997, those countries who joined NATO in 1997, for them to have no weapons, like no military bases, nothing. And yeah, that is what they call the root causes of the war. Because it was proposed just 1 month, yeah, or then again, almost 1 month before, 2 months, sorry. 2 months before the war had started. I think you remember this time, yeah? From the news and from everything, the demand from Russia basically for NATO to return to its 1997 borders. Nonsense. As for Ukraine, they have the root causes like it's Maidan revolution. It was forcibly, like the power was taken by rebels, by force. So Ukraine has a regime and not the legitimate power. But at the same time, Russia recognized the previous president of Ukraine, Poroshenko, and Putin also later on recognized Zelensky. He even met with him. But now they say no. And then they started this war. They brought Yanukovych to Belarus. It is already documented. They thought that they're going to take Kyiv in several days and put Yanukovych once again as the president, puppet president. It's crazy. They're dilettantes. They're incompetent. And they demanded, like one of the root causes is for Europe to be disarmed, for Eastern Europe at least. That's what they say about the root causes. Then Russia says about security guarantee for themselves. They meant for NATO to get out from many of the countries. Yeah, 1997. So just for you to understand. The original cause of the war. Still, I'm looking forward to the footage. What kind of? Why the Western countries and also Ukraine are not putting more effort in influencing Russian public towards democracy? I think it's useless. They are very brainwashed. Even their own they actually put money for the Russian stupid opposition, but it's like the time for the meetings in Russia is over. They only may throw their leadership with actual force, like Prigozhin was up to do it. So military force. Yeah, that's the only way. Or revolution, bloody hell revolution, like it happened in 1917. But their society is not even close to that boiling point. But it will be. What we have for the news. Yeah, not many news. I would think maybe, yeah, I should film the video. We have some of the news. Huh. Fuck, this is crazy. I'll tell you now. Again, we are coming to the point. Oh, why cannot? Just a moment. I lost it. Oh, I cannot find the region. I don't want to speak about it before I find a region. Okay, Associated Press. Maybe with you we can find it together. Later. They say that the United States again stopped supporting Ukraine with weapons. But I don't see it here. They say Associated Press, but where? Well, it seems like we have it on this channel. Trump is posing some United States arms shipment to Ukraine, citing low stockpiles. The hold includes Patriot missiles, GIMLRs, Hellfires and Hotwisers rounds. Patriot systems are centerpiece of Ukraine's defense. Source AP. But we are at AP. Like, what the hell? Europe. Okay, let's go to Europe. United States. Okay. LGBTQ plus. Okay. Can we go in general for United States? Yeah. Electric flying boat. Cool. I don't see anything about it. Maybe I can go to search Ukraine. In AP, there are no news. Moreover, if we go to the Clash report, yeah, I think I subscribe for them. Boom, 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 boom. It's not about it. Oh, French Air Force Rafale jets scored simulated kills on F-35A, F-15 and Finnish FA-18 in close-range dogfights during NATO Atlantic Trident exercise. So Rafale is very capable. But where do we have this? Oh yeah, this is the footage of the Russian MiG. I didn't see those news. Maybe I should wait a little. Maybe those are old news. I'm on their channel and there is no news about it. About cancellation of support. For today, 10 hours ago. This is the latest news. Pentagon blocked Ukraine from using long-range missiles. It's understandable. No news about it. That's it. Like, there's... Where the hell they're taking this? Maybe it was deleted. Maybe those are the old news. I didn't find it myself in Clash Report. I subscribe for them. Maybe those are the old news from 1 month or something, 2 months ago. Look from Russia Today. Russia Today. No, United States approved sale of cruise missiles to Ukraine. Territory is not what Russia is intended. Yeah, they want occupation or put the puppet government. Pentagon blocked Ukraine from striking Russian territory. That's we know. No, they don't have those. Zelensky cannot sign peace deal. I think I also should include RT in my updates to share the Russian bullshit propaganda, yeah? To put it down a little. United States is seeking diplomacy. European Union pushing war. Lavrov. We believe you, Lavrov. No news about it. July 2nd, 20... Yeah, I wonder why Ukrainian Telegram channels, they all start to speak about it. First time drone was spotted, FPV drone was spotted in Zaporizhia city. It's far away, actually, from the front lines. Why they call it Associated Press, then I wasn't able to find it neither in Associated Press nor in on Twitter of that. So I cannot confirm. Like, what? Sure cannot. But if I go to the Clash report, again, okay, yeah, Clash report, okay. No, like I already scrolled it. There is nothing about it. Maybe those are the old news. Someone took the old screen or what? That's why at first I was like, fuck hell, again, the same song. And now I always seek for confirmation. Nothing is here. Nothing. And they refer like what? Associated Press, yeah? Associated Press. Nothing in Associated Press. Zero. The last news about Ukraine was 13 hours ago. I think it would be the top news now. Again, the United States is blocking the military support. Nothing. So there should be no tweets like that by pro-Ukrainians like Kate from Kiev. So need to check information first, right? For now, guys, it's not valid. This is how to looks like it is all the looks. Yeah, the latest is about Rheinmetall CEO Armin Reperger blasted Ukraine's bureaucracy for dragging out construction of domestic artillery shell plant. Oh my god, yeah, Ukrainian bureaucracy is terrible. Saying red tape is slowing things down, while a similar plant in Germany is already finished. The site is supposed to pump out 300,000 shells a year. Like, what the hell is happening in Ukraine's like? Guys, I love Ukraine at the same time I hate Ukrainian government. It's detailed information about what weapons are blocked before from Trump's party. What? Yeah, I went to Donetsk lots of the times. We've flown there many of the times. No, I haven't heard about tanks from North Korea. This. Greetings to UK, Ben. Guys, if you have any sort of the information about Trump blocking, again, military support for Ukraine, please share. This is Kharkiv. Do we have some comments for this post? Like, people, they do not question it. I try to question, like, not all of the information I question, which I film. Sometimes the news are breaking, like, I don't have time to check it. But in most of the cases, I try to check out the news with at least origin information. Just updating the map. Yeah, everything the same here. And it's good. If everything is the same, it is good. Novaya Mikhailovka was confirmed liberated, so maybe we'll see expansion here. But Novaya Mikhailovka is the village. Just look at this village, yeah? How many buildings? Is it really a village? Yeah, very small. Like one farm here, and some of the buildings. That's it. Aaron Brakel, thank you. I hope you still watch me. I missed your donation. Sorry. Thanks for your support. Dutch Hound, oh, it's a key little next time. It was a genuine post. The timestamp hours ago would appear next to Twitter user that posted. The screenshot they posted has no... Yeah, that's the post is new, but the screenshot is old. Then is your Ukraine update. I don't know. I need to film it. I hope today. Maybe in an hour I'm gonna finish it. Why do we have this drop? 145 people watching. It's awesome. So gaming streams are not as popular than I speak, yeah? Than I speak, it's more popular for people. Thank President of Sousa. Sousa? What is this? Souzy. Okay. Here we have all the news. Stop attacking our energy security. This is not our war. But stop paying Russian money. It's not your war. I will reply in Hungarian manner. You don't need to tell the Ukrainian president what to do or say, and then he is the president of Ukraine, not Hungary. Like, there is the huge beef here. They're attacking Russian infrastructure. Maybe you took too much of their money and forgot which country you represent. And yeah, the strikes are happening in Russia, not in Hungary. Build infrastructure not to be dependent on Russian state. Used the Ukrainian national holiday to threaten Hungary. We firmly reject the Ukrainian president intimidation. We regard sovereignty and territorial integrity as fundamental values of international politics. Yeah. And they had their own spies in Western Ukraine. That's why we respect every country's sovereignty and territorial integrity and expect the same in return. In recent days, Ukraine has carried out serious attacks against our energy supply. An attack on energy security is an attack on sovereignty. A war to which Hungary has nothing to do with can never justify violating our sovereignty. We call Zelensky to stop threatening Hungary and to end the reckless attack of our energy security. And Zelensky, like, yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Their butt is burning. It's good. Good. JD Vance, this is how wars ultimately get settled. If you go back to World War II, if you go back to every major conflict in human history, they all end with some kind of negotiation. What? He is delusional. What was negotiation with Nazi Germany? What? What was negotiation? Like, okay, I agree that at some point there was negotiation with Japan, which was almost completely defeated with bombs. Still, they let emperor to rule Japan. So actually, there was no such denazification as it was in Germany, yeah. And many of the Japan people, they still miss those good old times. But in Germany. Negotiation with whom? Come on. It was no negotiation. It was pure victory. And Germans were just annihilated. Let's not forget how Viktor Orban keeps pushing for territorial independence for Hungary. Yeah. In Romania, in Ukraine also found out Hungarian spies there. Spies. JD Vance is for like, yeah, he's like creep. Cringy creep. JD Vance never said thank you for being interviewed. Yeah. Come on. Even also in Defender tweeted about it. It was, was it over? Then Germans negotiated the end of World War II at Pearl Harbor. Yeah, that's what I am talking about. Like, it's myth that every war ends with negotiations. No, it's a complete misleading. Before, after, and this MAGA Adam says from funeral home to palace. I think before it was cozy and now it's, oh my God. He's Gypsy King. He is like, it looks as ugly as Trump. I agree, 100%. Like before, minimalistic, everything is good. Like what I like, the one thing I like from this room is this airplane. That's it. Because I like airplanes. The only thing. Now it's, oh my God. Yeah, Trump is really a dictator in his mind. From Russia's Rebar, one of the top pro-Kremlin Telegram channels, on the possibility of delivering ground drones to Venezuela as the deterrent against the United States. How will situation change if Russian Iran UAVs are delivered to Venezuela? Huh? Yeah, recently United States sent some of the ships to Caribbean Bay. Not air carriers, but still capable forces. Here they do not say about the actual shipment, but they say about the possible shipment of, let's say, 2,000 Iran drones here, or Shahid drones. They look for backup of Venezuela, from what I understood. Yeah. Check. Yeah, if Rionis came out with the other animation, probably we're gonna watch it. Oh shit. I probably go here. Frionis. Yeah, I cannot show you. I watched it before. I cannot show you it on YouTube because it will nerf my video, downgrade it. So because there were some of the bodies, even though they were blurred, but I cannot show it. Yeah, and it's kind of sad, after all. Basically, the idea is this. Lots of the destroyed Ukrainian cities and summit of legitimizing a war criminal, yeah. That's basically reality. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. I saw it too. His nose, his nose is like that. Yeah, Frionis is really talented in he also filmed before in Alaska, yeah. I showed it in one of the streams. This I also cannot show. But it's funny. Yeah, good channel. Check it out. Frionis. It's in English. It's Frionis. Yeah, they also there is no no pages found, so the news has not been confirmed. Yeah, there is no article. Finally, they start to check out the sources. Oh my god. There is no article about this in Associated Press, and there is no Clash report about it. Yeah. At least they start to check out original news. Yeah. Old news were shared by some channel and someone found something and it started. Yeah. Flight simulator. No, I don't want. Fake news, yeah. For now, I consider it's fake because there is no proof of this information. So it's absolutely 100% fake for now. Did you see? No, I do not subscribe for Paramount. I don't have their subscription. I subscribe for Netflix and Prime Video, but Prime Videos, but not Paramount, so I cannot watch South Park. Yeah, I agree. My Utopia, it's terrible. Yeah, see you, Adrian. Can you show us those figures behind? I don't want to move them, really. And I don't want to put camera close. Like this with Asuka with motorcycle, she's barely standing there. I don't move her because she might collapse with this motorcycle. Miku, well, Miku, it's I can show, I think. Yeah. Here we go. This is Miku. I painted the flag myself. I'm closing my face because camera recognizes me and focuses on me. So I do it like this. Oh shit. How to put her back? Yeah, nice. I like her. Miku. Just a little forward. They're a little unfocused, but I like this one more because motorcycle. Good trick with autofocus, yeah. Did you hear about $700 million Canadian aid package? Yeah, I heard. I told it about. I told about it in my latest video, recent video. I told about. Yeah. Cozy studio. Yeah, it's small actually. It's small. Sometimes I want to like stream just chatting. Sometimes I want to play games. Depends on the mood. But I'm really happy that I have this trash channel. Because I can speak about everything. About the Ukraine updates, about life, about everything. You're like the beginning of today's stream. Then we spoke a little about Ukraine. What type of music? It's different. Like yesterday, I listened to Deathclaw. Actually, I watched the Bat Metal. You know Bat Metal? I wonder if I'll have the copyrights for it. And I just got it in recommendations. Yes, yeah, I know Bat Metal. I watched it a long time ago. But I got it in my recommendations somehow once again. I watched it, and later on I started to listen to Deathclaw once again. I know that those are a couple of Russians, I think, who made it animation. But the sound is from the other, from Deathclaw. Something like this. So yeah, death metal is crazy. Death metal. I like how they did with animation of the drummers here. Yeah, you might Google. There are so many references to Rick and Morty and other stuff of pop culture. But I really like the animation of drummer here. Like that's cool. That was cool. I mean, this animation of the drums, I think it's the best moment of this video for me. Like, wow, even like they put every beat on a kick drum. This is crazy. It seems accurate. Yeah, it's wow. And of course, yeah, it's kind of the rated animation here. But they put this video, I think 7 freaking years ago. And since that time, they like 4 months ago, they uploaded something, the drawing. What's their popular? The classical death metal, yeah. So they have like 1, 2, 3 popular videos. Updates, read the comments. Oh, Jack Blake, Mutant Ninja Turtles. I wonder if I saw it. I think I saw it. I will see.
The new Ninja Turtles is suck what, Kyle? Your balls. Suck my balls! And by the way, the Teenage Mutant Ninja
I think
Turtles
I saw it.
from the 18s. What you say, Kyle? The best. The best! The fucking best! So this is what we gonna make it. Jack Black Mutant Ninja Turtles. And Kyle. I'm Splinter.
It's gonna be perfect show. The fucking best in the world.
It's the best because they play the fucking metal. And by the way... Shut up, you piece of shit. What do you think about it? Ha ha ha! Like that? Like that? Oh, fuck you, fuck you.
Come on, Jack. Come on, we can make it our own.
Yeah, we're gonna make it our own show, you bastards. With a blackjack and a Jack Black and a Jack. All right, it's gonna be start.
2 minutes long video.
Jack Black Mutant Ninja Turtle, Jack Black Mutant Ninja Turtle, Jack Black Mutant Ninja Turtle. Here's in a big bus, ton of power. There's the world's most brutal fighting team. Scooby, they're the heroes with the
Okay.
beard full of beer.
It's not that popular as as death metal, but death metal really rules. And somehow I like this forever. Yeah, maybe I just like this song. There's clock. Yeah, it was one more cartoon. I think it was on Adult Swim. And this is the song itself. So yeah, yesterday I listened, for example, this one, if we speak about music. But sometimes I listen some other shit. Like, oh yeah, recently I listened to this Mortal Kombat Reptilis song. So yeah, I listen to some of the recommendations which sometimes even YouTube gives to me. Sometimes I look for something interesting which I find on TikTok. Oh, someone is flying Explain to Luhansk and Dnipro. What? Donbass fly in Donetsk, Luhansk. It's in Ukrainian or what? Who is this simulator player? We'll be right back. Oh, we're on a break. Some guy flies Embraer 145. Embraer 145 is a good airplane.
PPU запустили.
Yeah, he speaks in Ukrainian.
Закрий. Landing light.
Interesting. Why do I have it in my recommendation? At some point, this Dnipro Avia Airlines, later on it joined RSV. It was one of the biggest local air carriers in Ukraine. To Donetsk, everywhere they flown. He's not active now. Like the stream is going, but he's not active. This is not good for the brain. Yeah, of course, A350, but you cannot compare 737 with A350. There are different class of the airplane. I live in an island outside my city, and flights going to land airport, usually doing straight over our house. Once a year ago, I listened to an airplane that sounded like Hercules from Air Force. I check out, it was the Ukrainian equivalent of Antonov 2. Of your, maybe not Air Force, but of our logistics company. It's called Kavok. It was nice to see Ukrainian bird flying. Yeah, it's awesome. Red Valley. DC-11 or Celsius. They watch Abridge. No, I don't watch that. What is this? They know you deeply, LOL. Yeah, those algorithms, they really know everything. Oh, this is fucking Russian flight somewhere. Murmansk. Why do I have flight sim in the recommendations? I sometimes watch this channel, the police enforcement's operation. Pro Police. It's in Russian. With some of the shooting, body cameras, and after watching those videos, I would say that it's kind of safe to live in the United States. So many cases, so many. I think there is equivalent of American channel like body cam videos or something. Because you're Russian, Denys. No, I'm not. Partially I am actually. Partially I am. I have some Russian relatives. It was a flight rider noted. It was from Ukrainian Air. I see. So it was Ukrainian Air Force. I'm surprised. Because in Ukrainian Air Force we have maybe one or two of those left in good airworthy condition. I live 800 meters from Russian border. Wow. My buddy said some of his best soldiers were Russian speakers. They hated Russia the most. Yeah, because if you look at the map, you'll see that this is exactly the regions where Russia devastated almost everything. Those were the Russian-speaking regions. Their homes are being kaputted. So Russia does this harm to Russian-speaking territories, let's say. Not to Lviv or Lutsk, Ternopil. Nothing is happening. Like sometimes missiles hit, yeah. But total devastation is here. Everything ruined. No buildings left where Russia comes. Do you have Ukrainian police? Yeah, we have Ukrainian police, yeah. Of course. And there are also some of the camera videos, especially right now with TCK. Russia got, I don't know how many percent of Ukraine Russia got. I will not Google, but it's roughly 20, maybe a little more. They could, yes. The girl with motorcycle looks like Iman. She's Asuka. Blonde girl Mila in TikTok. She's Asuka from Evangelion. Anytime, Ben? What do you mean, Adrian? We'll have guns, no worries. Port explodes. Yeah, I already told about it. Novoshakhtinsk is still on fire. Oh, I see. Guten Abend, Christian. Yeah, they hit Houthis. Nothing more new. Maybe for you, but for you, page is scary sometimes to open. What the hell? Streamer Roger Jackson almost zeros pro wrestler live on Kick. Oh my god, Kick again involved. Jackson was scripted to deliver fake punches to the wrestler. Instead, he delivered 22 real punches to an unconscious man until... Oh my god. I think I cannot show it here. Oh my god. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can. Shit. I think Penguin Zero filmed about it. Charlie. Do I have him in my Rex? Oh, yeah.
What an unbelievably crazy week on Kick. I was just talking about the French streamer Jean Parmenov, who passed away in his sleep on stream after a marathon of abuse from some other streamers. And just now, I literally just finished streaming Resident Evil 6, and I was taking a little tinkle, and I got sent a little something that is so diabolical, I had to hop back in the saddle and yap about it. It is incomprehensible that yet another potential death was just streamed on Kick. I'm recording this an hour after it happened, and the victim is currently still in the ICU, so I guess by the time I post this...
ICU, I think it's intensive care unit. Have you seen John Cena and Logan Punch? Oh, did they fight? No, I heard, like, I saw on TikTok their, like, beef speaking, like, between each other on the stage, but not the actual punch, no.
I'll know whether or not they passed away, but I'm going to keep this part in here right now because it's up in the air. A Kick streamer, Raja Jackson, who is the son of Rampage Jackson and also a professional fighter, just went fucking ballistic on a wrestler during a wrestling event on stream. He picks the wrestler up, slams him on the mat, and then lays down 27 punches to the man's skull, most of which were delivered while he was unconscious. And by the end of it, he is bleeding and bloodied. They couldn't wake him up. They said he was barely breathing, and someone even used the word flatlined, that he was flatlined.
Yeah, flatlined, it's this as well. Basically, like, it looks similar to Ukrainian buildings which were destroyed by Russians, and it's not the anti-terrorist operation. It's basically the carpet bombing. And how can you support it? I can't.
In the ring. This is not fake. This is not scripted.
No sound? It should be sound. Do you hear me, guys? It's fine. Now stream like for 5 seconds, I see. Phew. Oh, we have a black square here. Okay, I thought to skip it. Why are they staying there? Yeah, it's terrible. This guy is crazy.
I did my best to censor this. It is brutal. It is extremely hard to watch. I also cut the clip short, but they pan back and he is covered in blood. Raja Jackson is a professional fighter who has unloaded, I counted 27 blows to an unconscious man. And they all are connecting. This is not like fake. It's not like he's pulling any of his punches. They are all squarely on this man's skull, bouncing his head off of the mat. And I said most of them were when he was unconscious. All of them are while he's unconscious. When I watched it back, it's clear that when he slammed him on the mat, his head hit the mat and it knocked him out immediately. So all 27, potentially more, punches that he threw were on an unconscious man. That can be fatal. That is most oftentimes fatal. And he wasn't done either. It's not like he just stopped and said, okay, well, that's plenty. I've had my fill. He was still going. The only reason there weren't more punches thrown by him is because the other wrestlers were able to separate him. But he was fighting against them to go back and keep beating this unconscious man. He probably...
Yeah. So what's the story, Charlie? What's the outcome of yours?
Worker in the event.
Worry about him. You need to be worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Oh, maybe they had beef before, yeah?
Hey, I think that's a little... Oh, you don't...
But it should be like for camera, for other, for entertainment.
Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, I will fuck him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know you will. We're good.
And he takes it way too far when he takes a beer can. I don't know if it's like a real beer can or like one of those breakaway like stunt ones, but he takes it and he crushes it on Raja Jackson's head. Then you can see him get really fired up about it, and all the other wrestlers are also saying to Psycho Stu, like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He's not like a worker here or anything. That was too far. And that's what started this. And then Raja Jackson waited until their match. Then he stormed in and then beat him potentially to death for it. Now, I think if Raja Jackson had swung on Psycho Stu after the beer can thing, you could definitely make a strong case that he was acting in self-defense. Because that is unexpected, it was unprovoked, and it was kind of a crazy thing for Psycho Stu to do, not knowing for sure if Raja Jackson...
Hello? I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were camera.
I get it.
We're not working out. Well, he's going to come out on your mat, too. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
Apologetic, mind you, and he's explaining, like, look, I saw the cameras, I thought that this was like another work, that we were building a storyline, this and that, and Raja Jackson's like, no, I get it, and he's like shaking his hand and everything. Meanwhile, he is actively planning of assaulting this man, beating him unconscious and fucking leaving him eating meals through a...
So yeah, the guy who beat the hell out of him took it too serious. Too serious.
Is not able to have a grasp on the severity of what just happened here. He thinks that because the disrespect that he encountered earlier in the day, he was entirely justified to potentially murder this man. And by the way, the wrestlers that were calling him a bitch, well, I imagine they were saying that because he basically sucker punched this guy potentially to death. The guy never even had a chance to fight back because he came into the ring when his back was turned, slammed him down, immediately knocking him unconscious. It wasn't even a fight, it was a surprise attack. So I imagine that's what he's referencing when it comes to the wrestlers like insulting him and the one that bit him with anger. But I don't know if he's going to be able to outspin the attempted murder charges that his son just racked up here. Now, of course, I'm not a lawyer and I don't have like a magic crystal ball that I can ponder the orb of to see the future, but my guess would be that there will be attempted murder charges for this incident.
Yeah, I also think like this. And Kick again, why? Like, Kick is a nice platform on one thing that it has the low censorship, but at the same time, there are lots of the trash stuff happening with the fights, with humiliation, like with this French streamer. Charlie also reported before. I have Kick just to have an alternative in case I got banned on Twitter. Oh, sorry, fucking Twitch. But it's not my like to-go streaming platform, no. It's not, sorry. Oh, yeah. If you look into the guy, might have priors. Yeah. He's not gonna make it. I hope I hope he will be okay. Where are your tattoos, Denys? I don't have those yet. I wonder what we have about the news. Oh, Kadyrov posted something. Spetsnaz. What he said on the Russian Spetsnaz university base of there is the tactical championship over. Okay. Haji Kadyrov took part in someone from Kadyrov family took part in this exhibition. There were also representatives from Russia, Belarus, and Kuwait. The first place, Republic of Belarus. Second, Russian Smolensk Mercury. The third is Sober Russian Special Forces. But why Chechens didn't win? Ahmad, where are you? Spetsnaz. Sound is barking. I don't know why it's barking up. I'll go to YouTube. Maybe I should close those windows we checked before. Maybe too much pressure. Says excellent connection. Maybe it's the YouTube glitch. They sometimes glitch really hard. Adam Kadyrov. Is that you? Yay! I don't have issues. Sound is fine. I see. Maybe it depends on server, you know. Why machine guns are not golden? Why they're standard ones? Saiga, shotgun was there. Sniper rifle. Dumb Kadyrov. Like, they're so funny. They're like clowns.
Наши спецподразделения доказали, что они могут выигрывать чемпионаты мира и выиграли не раз. Русь показал, что они готовят настоящих бойцов. Это доказали СВО. И лично президент, когда прилетел, он посетил наш Русь и дал высокую оценку. Мы готовы к любым вызовам. Мы создали это для того, чтобы воспитывать достойное спецподразделение. Я болел за полк имени Ахмад Хаджи Кадыров и переживал, но они достойно показали себя. Ну, профессионализм, который показали в службе безопасности, и вторая команда, и полк Ахмад. Это дорого стоит. Среди стольких команд.
Well, Kadyrov is alive. He's there. He's going for those interviews. He's doing exit style. So maybe, after all, he's not that sick, yeah? 90% casualties in Ukraine by drones. Maybe they should train them. Yeah, maybe. Oh, they fly drones, they say, yeah. They even show some of the videos, but I'm not sure. What I want to show you is Turk. Maybe it will go 6 years ago, but it's like there is the guy like Kadyrov, but in Turkmenistan. Also, dictator. Golden shaft of the dumbbell. How to call it? How we call this thing in English? We call it Stanga. I'm so... Stanga. Barbell. It's bar of the barbell. So this guy is crazy, like totally crazy. He's a rapper even.
Turkmenistan. How is amazing place I was at. Caspian waves and birds sing it down.
If you check out Turkmenistan, it's one of the most closest country in the world, and yeah, the story is crazy. He also drives cars. They all like cars. I don't know why, but why the music is like this, like from Benny Hill show. This guy is crazy. So the thing that in Turkmenistan there is dictatorship, it's like complete madness. Before there was how to say, what's the name of this guy? The weirdest dictator in the modern history. Turkmenbashi, yeah. Before it was Turkmenbashi, who was actually the communist during the Soviet times, and who, Niyazov, and who proclaimed that he is the close to God, and he is the father of all Turkmens, and he is like this crazy classical caricature or funny picture dictator. He started to build golden statues. He started to, he's incompetent. He started to rule the country in the worst manner possible. The country went into poverty, and just sales of gas saved the country. But still, people live there in poverty. And after his death, his dentist took the power somehow, and became even more caricature creature dictator.
It was run by the weirdest dictator in modern history. This is Sapar Murat Niyazov, the first president of Turkmenistan, although the title of president is a bit generous since he was never fairly elected. Niyazov was born in 1940 and grew up in a Soviet orphanage. He joined the Communist Party of the Turkmen SSR in 1962 and quickly rose through the ranks, ultimately being appointed first secretary of the party by Gorbachev in 1985. This effectively made him the leader of the Turkmen Soviet Socialist Republic. Clearly, Niyazov wasn't too grateful to his boss, though, because he supported a 1991 coup which attempted to overthrow Gorbachev. The coup failed, but Turkmenistan officially declared independence 2 months later and appointed Niyazov as their first president. But don't worry, he decided the people should have a say in their president and held an election the following year, in which he was the only candidate running. Here's a map of the results. Against really put up a fight. After being elected, Niyazov gave himself the title Turkmenbashi, which means head of the Turkmen. And this is when things started to get strange. Niyazov began placing portraits and gigantic statues of himself around the country, such as this 40-foot gold statue of himself that sits 312 feet above the ground.
That is what Trump is dreaming of. That is his final goal. What he wants to achieve there.
It was known as the Arc of Neutrality, and the statue on the top would rotate so it was always facing the sun. There's also this building, called the Independence Monument, featuring another statue of Niyazov, which looks like a possessed Fred Flintstone. But a few gold statues are not the extent of Niyazov's weird dictatorship. Every citizen was given a watch with his face on it, and doctors and journalists were forced to swear an oath to him. So anyone going under the knife could rest easy, knowing that the doctor doing their surgery promised that they liked the president. One thing he loved doing was renaming things, especially renaming things after himself. The city of Krasnovodsk was renamed Turkmenbashi.
The Gulf of America, yeah? Renaming things. In his soul, deep in his heart, he wants to rename it into Gulf of Donald Trump.
As well as the nearby town of Yenya, which was also called Turkmenbashi. He also named a city after his father and another one after his mother. And it wasn't just places he renamed. The month of January was also renamed Turkmenbashi. Then there was the Runama, meaning Book of the Soul, a 2-volume autobiography and self-help book that Niyazov wrote for the people of his country. And he really wanted them to read it, making it mandatory for students to study the book in schools.
If you thought that in Russian eagle, there were too many heads, look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Russian with 2, it's okay.
To study the book in schools. He even renamed the month of September Runama, which feels like the worst product placement of all time. Eventually, he integrated questions about the book into government job interviews and even the nation's driving test. So anyone hitting the road could rest easy, knowing that the drivers passing them were well versed on the childhood of the president. Niyazov even went so far as to say that people who read the Runama 3 times were destined to make it to heaven, claiming that he had personally arranged that with God. But considering the book has a rating of 2.4 on Goodreads, it sounds like God might have just skimmed it. In 1994, Niyazov's term was extended to 2002 so he could oversee a 10-year development plan. And as his presidency went on, good old Turkmenbashi began implementing some very weird laws. Clearly not a fan of the arts, Niyazov banned video games, opera, ballet, and circuses.
I didn't know he banned video games. Opera, ballet, circuses I don't honestly like myself, especially if there are animals.
But after deciding that Turkmenistan still wasn't
but video games
enough like the town from Footloose, he also banned lip-syncing, pre-recorded music at public events, and all car radios. So if you think your Uber drives are awkward now, imagine just sitting in silence for the entire thing. Niyazov also prohibited TV reporters from wearing makeup, forbade them from reporting on contagious diseases, and ordered every TV anchor to start their broadcast by swearing that their tongue would shrivel up if they slandered the country, just like Walter Cronkite always used to do. He also banned all beards, forcing men to shave constantly, as well as forbidding men from having long hair. Finally, he banned gold teeth, saying, quote, "I watched young dogs when I was young. They were given bones to gnaw to strengthen their teeth. Those of you whose teeth have fallen out did not chew on bones. This is my advice." But he must not...
What? Oh my God.
Not have liked much else about dogs because he banned them from the nation's capital Ashgabat due to what he described as their unappealing odor. But Niyazov did do a couple decent things. For example, everyone in the country was granted free water, gas, electricity, and for some reason salt while he was in office. He also banned the death penalty, meaning everyone who spoke out against him was simply put in prison for life. After a heart condition forced him to quit smoking in 1997, Niazov decided everyone should quit smoking, so he banned it in public places and required government employees to quit smoking too. Perhaps the greatest thing Niazov ever did was create Melon Day, a holiday on the second Sunday of August in which everyone celebrates melons. The particular pride of Melon Day is a crossbreed melon that Turkmenistan created, which Niazov...
Well, actually, it's widely spread all across the Central Asia. I know it myself because I grown up in Uzbekistan, Tashkent. It's the bordering state with Turkmenistan. So just for you to know my history, I was born in Sevastopol. Later on with my parents, we moved to Tashkent because it was the Soviet Union. I was very young, 2 years old. And they were sent to operate in Aeroflot airline. It was the only airline in USSR from Tashkent. And they stayed there, you know. And every summer I went back to Crimea for holidays. And then I was 15 years old. We finally moved back to Ukraine fully, just for you to know the story. And here it's called Dinya. Yeah, it's watermelon, mixed watermelon. It's the most tastiest thing ever, actually. I miss it a lot.
Surprisingly named the Turkmenbashi melon, which means, after all the things Niazov named after himself, you could eat Turkmenbashi with Turkmenbashi in Turkmenbashi.
But in Uzbekistan, it's just called Dinya, so it had nothing to do with the Turkmenbashi.
During Turkmenbashi. In 1999, Turkmenistan's parliament declared Niazov president for life, a few weeks after he had personally selected every member of parliament. By May of 2000, Turkmenbashi had become so drunk with power that he shut down internet access for the entire country. In March of 2004, he fired 15,000 public health workers. He took it even further in 2005, closing all hospitals and libraries that were outside of the capital, saying, if people are ill, they can come to Ashgabat. Except the dogs, I guess. It was a tough task, but decisions like that helped Niazov earn his country the award for lowest life expectancy in Central Asia. And Niazov himself was not exempt from that life expectancy because he died of a heart attack in December of 2006 after 21 years in power. He was only 66 and named no successor before he died, which always results in a fun time for everyone in a totalitarian country. Sure enough, his immediate successor was abruptly arrested for abuse of power and human rights violations, which is so ironic I can't even make a joke about it. The man who seized power afterwards was the deputy prime minister, bear with me now, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov. Interestingly, he was actually Niazov's dentist before working his way up to deputy prime minister, making him probably the only doctor Niazov ever liked. Berdimuhamedov quickly began erasing a large chunk of Niazov's legacy, relocating the Ark of Neutrality and removing the Runama from job interviews and the driving test. But don't worry, he did keep Melon Day. Berdimuhamedov is still running the country to this day after winning a series of elections that were definitely not rigged. He recently split the power with his son, meaning the country is basically entering into a monarchy now. Like Turkmenbashi, he also gave himself a catchy nickname, going by Arkadagh, meaning protector. And of course, in 2022, he renamed a city Arkadagh. So I guess things haven't changed too much in Turkmenistan. But at least the people can rest easy, knowing that their president doesn't have any cavities. Now please consider subscribing, or I'll change the name of your hometown to...
And it's getting like the same rails or something. Crimea is Ukraine since, I think, 60s. Yeah, in 60s it is in Ukraine. If you didn't know, Ukraine existed with its borders a long time ago. Even during the Soviet Union, Ukraine even has the separate representative in United Nations as a different country than Soviet Union. No smoking was the worst part for my dad, and he went there. Your dad went there? He banned games which were more funny than him. This was pretty interesting. Did not know anything about Turkmenistan. Yeah, and what we were speaking, all of those dictators, we were starting from Chechens, right? From Kadyrov So you understand, yeah, how they behave the same. And what you see in the White House with those decorations, gold stuff, and me thing from Donald Trump, those are all dictators, guys. Just for you to understand. Lady Rosa. Rosie, sorry. Makes me thankful to be an American. Yeah, but you never know what could happen. Do we have any news here? Oh, this I saw, yeah. This is electroshock guy. They hit him with the electricity because he refused to fight. Do we have an update? I have to wait more, I guess, for an update. No one watches me on Kick. It says no views, like viewers dash I have. I think so. But we have some of the comments from people. Maybe they already left, I don't know. So Kick is probably not for me. But it's still like I'll just stream there. Oh, we're close to 4 hours of the stream, I see. I didn't expect that much. Well, yeah, I think 4 hours is enough for today. Yeah, here is also 4 hours, but 20 viewers. Here 122, so YouTube is my bestie. Kick YouTube 122, Kick 0, and Twitch 19 already. Hope you like the stream. We started from Ukraine and finished with dictators and some crazy stuff that I stream about. Khrushchev gave Crimea back to Ukraine. Yeah. Back or not back, but he gave, and since that time it's time to take a bath. I'll think about it. Maybe just a shower. They are sleeping already this time, family. Denys, do you believe Trump is really dying? We're all dying. We're all on this way to be vanished in infinity. Yeah. Trump is just a little closer. Yeah, I think like maybe he has, of course, some of the disease. They showed recently his hand, and yeah. It's only 1 p.m. tonight for me. Yeah, today was a nice stream. I liked it. Yeah, I'll share it, Betsy. Thank you. This is the most interesting part of the stream, this info concerning tyrant of Turkmenistan. Yeah, there are still, you see, countries, not only North Korea, not just Iran or Iran. There, God, please to take Trump to you. That was funny, Rosie. That was funny. And Donny say that he really wants to go to heaven. That's one of the reasons why he wants to stop the war in Ukraine, to go to heaven. Happy in the Atan, thank you. Jellyfish, thank you. Yeah. I hope you like it. Because I like it. I like to share my emotions, my own thoughts with you. It's fantastic for me. I don't know if you like this, guys, but yeah, just spending time with you. Sometimes I don't put attention on chat. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was nice. I agree. It's fun. It's fun. Interesting. Okay, guys, see you around, and cheers. Stay awesome.